The following is a presentation of Jacob Sports.
Since 1851, St. Joseph's Preparatory School has been Philadelphia's Jesuit high school. Jesuit education develops your mind, heart, soul, and character. Connect with the Global Jesuit Network at the Preps North Philadelphia campus and develop the ties of brotherhood that will last you a lifetime. At the Prep, you will be loved for the person you are and guided to become the man you were created to be. Learn more at sjprep.org.
And welcome to a live presentation of St. Joe's Prep football here on Philadelphia's AM 990 The Answer. We are live at Chapman Field from Cumberland Valley High School in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. I am Harry Kane. Sitting next to me tonight is Gavin Heinreichs. Gavin, 6A state title game, St. Joe's Prep, North Allegheny Tigers. It doesn't get bigger than this.
It really doesn't, Harry. I mean, a huge stage for both teams tonight. You know, the Prep, of course, been here before, been here last year, been here the year before that. A lot of those guys have returned, most of the same team. North Allegheny, first time in a while.
It has been 11 years for the Tigers. Last time they were here, 2012, they took home the crown. They're looking to do it again. And Gavin, a really interesting matchup we have here tonight, because before the Prep's sort of dominance in the state that started around 2013, it was North Allegheny who had dominance here. They won in 2010. They got back in 2011. They won again in 2012. So this is really a matchup of the two great dynasties of recent Pennsylvania high school football.
Yeah, definitely, Harry. And I mean, coming into this season, North Allegheny, of course, a great football program, but kind of favored out west with Central Catholic out of Pittsburgh. And they actually beat North Allegheny in their first matchup by a score of 55-20. But coming back for the Western Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic League Championship, North Allegheny gets a dub, 44-41, to advance to the state playoffs, and we see them here today. So not what many would have expected to see as a 6A state matchup, but definitely in for a treat here tonight at Cumberland Valley.
Absolutely. A little tidbit about the Tigers. 1988 was the first PIAA state playoff. North Allegheny won it. This is a storied history program led by Art Walker Jr. Gavin, what has got them here tonight? What has led Art Walker's Tigers here?
And I think, to answer your question, the offense, Harry. I mean, the offense has just been such a dominant force for the Tigers. They're averaging 44 points on the offensive side of the ball. They're led by, of course, senior quarterback Logan Kushner, who currently holds only one Division I offer. That's from Davidson, but a very, very, very talented quarterback in Kushner. Around 2,000 total yards this year, 31 touchdowns, and only 3 interceptions. So he's a great, great quarterback to have leading your team if you're North Allegheny. And then, of course, you have the pieces like Tyree Alulu and Kyron Boyd. So that offense has really put up a lot of points. And I feel like if you're North Allegheny, you want a shootout game tonight. You want to score a lot of points, because that's the only way you can kind of stay in this game with such a powerful force in St. Joe's.
Well, and it's the recipe they used when they beat Central Catholic in the playoffs leading up to this. It was 44-41 in that game, and the way they just kept scoring. They were relentless. That's what they're going to need to be tonight against the Hawks. And Gavin, switching gears now to the Hawks, what do they have to do today to win?
Harry, for the Hawks, they really just got to play their game. They just got to keep building, like we've said in the past couple games. You know, they got to keep that snowball effect, right? They got to keep building on their wins, and they have done that. The defense has been playing great. The offense has been playing great. Everything's been clicking on all cylinders for the Hawks so far. And so if they can just keep that going tonight, especially on the defensive side of the things, holding this Tigers offense to as minimum as points as possible, they'll be in good shape.
And Gavin, it's been the defense all year long. Even if we think back to the very first game of the season, the only loss for the Hawks, number 4 IMG down on the beach in Ocean City. That defense played great. They only gave up 17 points. This is a defense that only gives up 8 points a night as they come running out here. Gavin, only 8 points a night allowed by the Hawks. It's going to have to be the defense if they're getting this done tonight.
Yeah, Harry, and I don't see why the defense cannot stop the Tigers right now. I mean, they've just been done so good against their past two opponents in Nazareth and CB South. I mean, Nazareth scored 21. CB South, they shut them out. So the defense has just been amazing recently, and it's a great time to kind of have that momentum.
Absolutely, Gavin. The coin toss has already been done here. The Hawks won it, elected to receive the first half kick. And, Gavin, this is the tactic we've been seeing from Coach Roken all season, to just build early on a lead and expand it from there. We're going to take a quick break here before the game. You are still listening to St. Joe's Prep Football on Philadelphia AM Radio 990 The Answer.
An education at St. Joseph's Prep is not limited to the classroom. All students benefit from retreats and liturgies, academic technology and training, and a robust co-curricular roster in which over 85% of students participate. Everything you love about the Prep is supported by the Prep Fund. The Prep Fund serves every part of our mission, including prep football and our WSJP Student Broadcasting Club, which has brought every football game to you this season. Visit sjprep.org/support to donate.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
as long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
News, opinion, passion. Listen online at 990theanswer.com. This is Philadelphia's AM 990, The Answer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
It's not too late to support prep students with your PA state taxes. Businesses and individuals can redirect their state tax dollars to St. Joseph's Prep through the Educational Improvement Tax Credit and Opportunity Scholarship Tax Credit programs. These funds support prep students and families with financial need, affording them the opportunity to receive a prep education. In a nutshell, it costs little to make a huge impact. What an easy way to provide financial aid scholarships at the Prep. Act now before it's too late. Learn more at sjprep.org/EITC. You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
News, opinion, passion, and home of Philadelphia's Morning Answer with Chris DeGaulle. Weekdays 6 to 9. This is Philadelphia's AM 990, The Answer.
And welcome back to Chapman Field on the campus of Cumberland Valley High School for tonight's 6A PA State Championship game between the Tigers of North Allegheny and the Hawks of St. Joseph's Prep. I'm Harry Kane, sitting next to me, Gavin Heinreichs again. Gavin, we kind of talked in the pregame show what both teams need to do to win this game. So I'm going to ask you the hard question now. I need a prediction for tonight's title game.
Harry, my prediction for tonight's total game definitely has to be in favor of St. Joseph's Prep, just based off of their dominance on both sides of the ball. Of course, North Allegheny brings a good defense to the table, but the Prep defense just is better than them in every aspect, in my opinion. So in this one, I'm going to have to go with the Prep 42, North Allegheny 21.
If you're right, that'd be a very enjoyable state title game, Gavin. I think it's going to be a little bit more high scoring. I think you're giving a little too small of credit to Logan Kushner and Tyree Alulu. Those two are electric together. I'm thinking there's some more points. I think the Hawks hold on, though. I'll say 49-28. We are getting ready here for the opening kickoff. The Hawks wearing their home black uniforms today. They are the official home team. The Tigers in white. It looks like it's going to be Brandon Boyer to send this away for the Tigers. Back to receive for the Hawks are the Kentucky commit David Washington and Brandon Riemann, the West Virginia commit, two top 15 receivers in the state.
And we saw it last week, Riemann, really that deadly ability to kind of take one to the house like he did against CB South.
Peter Notaro to kick. Notaro's kick is a line drive at Washington, who bobbles it a little bit around the 10 but holds on. Washington across the 25. He's going to go down at the 28-yard line. About an 18-yard return for the Hawks there to open the day. Not quite as electric as last time out, Gavin, but still pretty solid field position for Samaj and the offense.
You said it, Harry. Now we get to see Samaj and the offense do their thing, go to work, really trying to get that pass game established early, trying to get, those passes clicking. We saw that last weekend, and it kind of helped them build off of it, build into that run game. So getting the pass game started for the Prep is key.
It's important to mention for the Tigers, this is very much a traditional high school football team. Their best players are going to play both ways. Kyron Boyd is on the edge right now as a cornerback. Tyree Alulu's in the middle as a running back, as a linebacker. Number 5, Liam Flaherty is also out there. Samaj Jones on a quarterback keeper right up the middle. Samaj Jones out near the first down marker. He's going to be a yard or so short to the 37. The exact same opening script as we saw last time we were here, Gavin. Samaj Jones, keeper up the middle, a gain of 10, and that's going to bring up a first down for the Hawks.
Yeah, Harry, of course, last time maybe a little bit more of a game against Pittsburgh as he took that one to the end zone. Not this time, though, but great to see Samaj Jones use his legs on that play.
David Washington again in motion. Kasim Phillips in the backfield. It's a short completion out to David Washington, who tried to break the tackle of Evan Lyon, the two-sport athlete, a football and a lacrosse player. Lyon too strong for him there. It's going to be a gain of about 2 for the Hawks, and it's going to bring up second down.
Harry, that's that go-to play, that screen, that bubble screen kind of that the Prep loves to run. They run it there. Doesn't work out, but definitely could see more of those down the stretch.
3 wide for Samaj, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Isaiah West in the backfield. It's a handoff to West. Flag on the play. I believe that's a false start against the Hawks. We are waiting for the official signal from Derek Coleman. It is a false start against the Hawks. That's going to back them up 5. So 2nd and 8 from the 40 becomes 2nd and 13 from the 35 for the Hawks.
That's been an issue all season. We know that, Harry. But they've kind of overcame that in these past couple games. We thought they kind of broke that habit. Maybe they have. Just a quick penalty there to start the game.
Completion there to Brandon Riemann. Brandon Riemann able to shake past Kyron Boyd. He's going to go out around the Tigers' 45. And that's what we need to see from Samaj Jones. Those quick rhythm completions are what really makes this Prep offense go.
Just Raymond creating so much space on that play. Kyron Boyd a couple yards away from Raymond on that catch, and Raymond just has room to run, and that's exactly what you do not want to give Brandon Raymond if you are a cornerback.
3 wide for the Hawks. It's the 3 seniors all to Samaj's right. West in the backfield. Samaj looking to throw. He's going to just air this one out to the sideline. Daniel Sellers was all over him there for the Tigers. A nice job from Sellers breaking through the Prep line there, putting pressure on Samaj, making that basically impossible for him to complete.
Trying to set up for a bubble screen there where the Hawks, like I said, that's one of their go-to plays, but Sellers just in the pocket way too quick. Samaj has no time to react. Luckily, he gets that one away.
Eric Sanchez in the backfield now for 2nd and 10. David Washington in motion to the right. Ramir Hardy, the lone receiver on the left. The 3 to the right are Washington, Jones, and Riemann for the Hawks. 10:38 to go here. Nothing. 2nd down for the Hawks on the Tigers' 44. It's a handoff to Eric Sanchez. Eric Sanchez with a burst of speed straight up the middle. He's going to have the first down to the 30. A gain of 14 yards for Eric Sanchez, and that's that speed we know him to have, Gavin.
You love to see that, Harry, out of Eric Sanchez. You know, he's been picking up offers kind of left and right ever since his explosive performance throughout this whole playoffs. And we just see another one of his explosive, speedy plays right there.
It's a Samaj Jones keeper this time. He is brought down short of the line of scrimmage. It's Sellers again for the Tigers. And Gavin, we knew Daniel Sellers was going to be an issue coming into this game, and he's proving to be one so far for this Hawks offensive line.
Definitely, Harry. Not too sure about Samaj's decision there. I mean, I feel like Eric Sanchez had so much room out to the right. Samaj kind of keeps it to the left and just meets Sellers like a brick wall.
2nd and 10. Isaiah West in motion. Todd Dice is also in the backfield. Samaj Jones was looking to the bubble screen to West. Instead, he's going to run straight up the middle. He's across the 15-yard line there. Down at about the 13-yard line for the Hawks. Gavin McConnell's going to check in here, the fullback. And Gavin, a very methodic drive so far from the prep. A little bit of everything.
Yeah, Harry, and I got to give it to Samaj. You know, all season, haven't really seen too much of that dual threatness that we saw in his junior and sophomore seasons here at St. Joe's, but brings it out here in the state championship game.
And it's Daniel Sellers again in the backfield for the Tigers. That time it will wrap Todd Dice is down well short of a first down of the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a loss of about 3. 2nd and 13 now from the 17. We approach 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. The Hawks driving deep inside Tiger territory. It's an end around to Brandon Riemann. Brandon Rieman's got to make one man miss. He can't make him miss. It's Evan Lyon again for the Tigers, and it's going to be a gain of about 1. Gavin, Lyon and Sellers, the star of the drive so far for the Tigers.
Star of the drive indeed, Harry. I mean, getting into the backfield, meeting guys at the line of scrimmage, just doing everything they can to stop the Preps drive.
5 wide here for Samaj. 3 to his left are Ramir Hardy, Elijah Jones, Brandon Riemann. 2 to his right are Kasim Phillips and David Washington. A flag down here. It's another false start against the Hawks, so the task gets bigger. 3rd and 13 is now 3rd and 18. And Gavin, we thought they had gotten past this, rearing its ugly head at the worst possible moment for the Hawks.
Exactly, the worst possible moment. I mean, 3rd and long comes 3rd and even longer in this scenario right now, and just trying to look to hopefully get it up to one of your receivers. If not, you are in Skylar Shoulders' range to take your points.
Absolutely. Samaj Jones to throw. He's going to roll out. Throws it completion to Brandon Riemann. I believe he's going to have the first down there. Wow. What a job from Brandon Riemann, knowing where he is on the sideline, diving for the extra yard, lining up 1st and goal now for the Hawks.
Jones rolling to his right. Riemann just slanting across the middle towards the sideline, and a great throw, an even better catch by Brandon Riemann, and just Riemann doing everything he can to get that first down, and he does, bringing up 1st and goal.
Kasim Phillips in the backfield here, as well as Gavin McConnell. The 2 receivers are Washington and Jones. It's a handoff to Kasim Phillips. He's going to be, I'm going to say he's a yard short there, running to the right.
I think
he's about a yard and a half short, they'll say. 2nd down. This could be brotherly shove territory for Samaj. He's going to power to the outside. He's able to fight through the contact. Wow. That is a man's run from Samaj Jones. Met by 3 Tigers at the line of scrimmage. He said, I do not care. The Bearcat commit is in the end zone with 7:45 to go in the first quarter. Your Hawks leading the Tigers 6-0 pending a Skylar Shoulder PAT.
What a play. I mean, what a play design. I'm not sure if that was drawn up or if that was just Samaj Jones being the playmaker that we know him to be. A little bit of a fake tush push, kind of gets it to the outside and just plowing through 3 defenders, getting into the end zone, scoring 6 as Shoulders PAT goes through the uprights.
Skylar Shoulders' kick is good. Your Hawks methodically march it down the drive. They take a 7-0 lead with 7:45 to go in the first. You're listening to Philadelphia's AM 990 The Answer.
At the Prep, championship athletics meets top-tier academics, robust student life, and unrivaled college prep. St. Joseph's Prep is committed to Cura Personalis, care for the individual. This respect for the dignity of each person for who they are and the process of developing all aspects of a student ensures that prep graduates are men for and with others. Learn about education at the prep at sjprep.org.
Stay on top of Wall Street with reports from Fox Business and SRN News throughout the day on Philadelphia's AM 990. The Answer.
We are back here at beautiful Chapman Field in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania for tonight's 6A PIAA State Championship game. The St. Joe's Prep Hawks currently leading the North Allegheny Tigers 7-0 with a Skylar Shoulder kickoff with a line drive right at Evan Lyon, who's going to take it out from the end zone. Lyon stopped at about the 15-yard line. He is pushed back. Met by Taj Horton on the outside there. And Taj Horton's been getting some more run recently, Gavin, making the most of it in the biggest game so far.
Harry, Taj Horton's a spark plug. We know him to be a spark plug on special teams, and he's brought that to the table every single game during this postseason. Just finds his way, even though as an undersized kind of guy, finds his way to really stick it to some bigger guys and hit really hard on these kick returns.
Our first chance to gaze upon the Tigers offense led by senior quarterback Logan Kushner. Of course, only one Division I offer, but many D2 offers. Frankly, an under-recruited guy. Line in motion here for him. A flag. It's a false start here against the Tigers. Gavin, some early game jitters for both offensive lines so far.
Yeah, Harry, and I don't blame any team for that. I mean, really big game for both teams, especially for North Allegheny, but even St. Joe's Prep. You know, both of these teams have worked so hard throughout the season to get to this point. They're finally here. You got to be a little nervous.
1st and 15, Logan Kushner. He is a dual threat. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to get 4 back on that play. Going to be a yard short of the initial line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11, Gavin. But we know Logan Kushner is a dual threat quarterback. Already a taste of that for the Hawks.
And that's why this front seven has such a tough job tonight against the Tigers. They've stepped up to the task all season. Let's see if they can do it tonight.
A Lulu in the backfield now with Kushner. Or, excuse me, it's Evan Lyon. He's again in motion. Logan Kushner's dropping back to throw this time. He's looking towards the sideline. He's got no one. He's just going to kind of airmail it to safety of no man's land. That's going to bring up 3rd and 11, but Gavin, great downfield coverage from the secondary, allowing the front seven to get in on Kushner and force that late throw.
Yeah, and great coverage by Anthony Sacca. I mean, just quick shout him out here. I mean, he was kind of on the line, kind of up there, pressuring the quarterback, and then just drops back and plays perfect coverage on his man, allowing that incomplete.
3rd and 11 here for the Tigers on their own 15-yard line. Already a pretty big play in this game because you can't afford to let that snowball effect occur, as we mentioned in the open. A Lulu in the backfield this time with Kushner. It's a 3rd down pass. Kushner able to roll out, unable to complete it to Tyree Lulu. He was under duress early there. Gavin, a great job from the prep front seven on that first drive.
Alex Haskell and Nick McGlynn just getting it done early into the backfield. Pressure on Kushner, and he just has nowhere to throw, nowhere to look. And that one falls incomplete, and back out on the field is David Washington to return the punt.
Absolutely. You're giving the Hawks great field position here. Van Winkle's punt is up. It's going to bounce right in front of David Washington. David Washington's just going to smartly let that one roll past him. No good in recovering that. And it's going to get down to the Hawks' 38-yard line. A nice punt there from number 32, Nick Van Winkle, for the Tigers. And, Gavin, still pretty good field position for Samaj Jones and this offense. We saw them march so methodically down the field last time. Some short completion, some run, some scramble, some middle completion. Just a complete package in that first drive.
100%. Coach Roken just keeping the Tigers on their toes, not knowing what's coming. That's what's great about this prep team, Harry. They can really hit you from anywhere. They can hit you in the air. They can hit you on the ground. They can do all of these things, which makes them such a tough team, and that's why they're number 9 in the country right now.
Absolutely, Gavin. Coach Art Walker Jr. will have his hands full for this entire game against this offense. 6:42 to go in the first quarter. Hawks leading the Tigers 7-0. Getting ready to come out onto the field here. They will start from their own 38-yard line. It's going to be Kasim Phillips in the backfield with Samaj. To his left are 3 receivers. It's his senior trio. It's Washington, it's Riemann, and it's Elijah Jones. 1st and 10 for the Hawks. Samaj ready. Kasim Phillips in motion to join Riemann and Washington in a stack. Samaj Jones is going to keep it right up the middle. And that is Jack Yatchenko, the 285-pound junior D lineman for the Tigers, able to wrap Samaj Jones down after a gain of 4. It's going to bring up 2nd and 6, but Gavin just keeping on schedule for the Hawks.
Yeah, Harry Jones just not even looking at his receivers on that play, just right up the middle, plowing through defenders. A nice gain of 4 for the Hawks.
Kasim Phillips again in the backfield. David Washington in motion. It's an end-around handoff to David Washington. A little bit of trouble on the first handoff, but Washington able to cut back towards the middle. He's still going. He's down across the 40. He's down at the Tigers' 38-yard line. That's the explosiveness of David Washington. All 3 of these receivers have it. Jones, Washington, and Riemann. Washington more so than the rest of them with those moves to make the Tigers miss across the middle.
Washington just gets that ball on the handoff, surveys the field, sees that there's no opening towards the sideline, cuts it back to the middle, makes defenders miss, breaks some tackles, and just like that, the Prep are already in the Tigers area.
It's a 20-yard gain for Washington, and that's going to set up 1st and 10 on the 38. McConnell is checked in. Otherwise, personnel's the same. It's a fake handoff to Kasim Phillips. Sellers trying to wrap Samaj Jones down. He is eventually able to get him on the 41 of the Tigers. However, a flag is down here. It'll be interesting to see what it is. Didn't look like Sellers had anything wrong on that sack.
Could be holding.
We're waiting for an official signal from our official Derek Coleman tonight. And Walker, so the officials are communicating here to Art Walker that it's a penalty against the Hawks. And it's his choice of whether to accept this or back them up. It's a holding against the offense. And, of course, in high school football, that's 10 yards from the spot. So it's going to be 1st and 19. Or it's going to be more, actually. 1st and 21 now for the Hawks on the 49-yard line of the Tigers. So right back to midfield. Eric Sanchez is checked in. Isaiah West is checked in. Isaiah West in motion. Samaj Jones to throw. It's a bubble screen to Sanchez. Sanchez has got room to run. This is dangerous for the Tigers. Sanchez is pushed out of bounds. Another flag on the play here. This might be a legal man downfield. This would be a very costly penalty for the Hawks. You got all the yards back from the initial penalty here. Conferring here are the officials. They're signaling towards the Hawks.
Harry, you said it. I mean, you can't let Eric Sanchez get open in the space. They let him get in open and in the space there and just uses that speed, that agility to really just do what he does best, make plays.
Lulu was able to push him out at the 31, so it's a gain of 17 if this play stands.
Zebra's kind of talking it over.
And the consensus seems to be it's a block in the back against the Hawks. Gavin, such an unnecessary penalty because Sanchez was going to have the yards regardless.
Yeah, definitely, Harry. And, you know, they still move up around 7 yards.
It's a bit of a confusing call, so it's going to be 1st and 13 now from the 41. So it's a gain of 8 on the play despite the flag. and no loss of down. So it's 1st and 13 for the Hawks. Still Eric Sanchez in the backfield. It's a handoff to Sanchez. Sanchez able to fight through the initial contact, not going to get past the second man. That's number 27, Dylan Langdon for the Tigers. And that's going to be no gain, 2nd and 13 for the Hawks. And Gavin, might be time to abandon the run. The Tigers seeming equal to it so far against the Hawks.
Tigers just jumping the gun, Harry. I mean, as soon as the ball snapped, they're already in the backfield. They're in your face in no time. The running backs on the prep path.
Samaj Jones is going to keep it this time, and he's got room to run across the 20, the 15, the 10. It's going to be Samaj Jones' second rushing touchdown of the day. That one for 41 yards. And Gavin, the fake handoff works to perfection for Samaj Jones and Coach Roken.
Harry, I don't know if he faked out you. He faked out me, and he faked out definitely Daniel Sellers, too, as Sellers really hit Eric Sanchez hard in the backfield. But Jones just taking off, not looking back, into the end zone. Flashbacks from last year against Harrisburg.
Absolutely reminiscent of his big opening play touchdown against Harrisburg. That's going to make it 13-0 Hawks. 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Skylar Shoulders PAT pending. Elijah Jones to hold. Hold is good. Kick is good, and that's going to make it 14-0 in favor of the Hawks with 4:15 to go. 2 Samaj Jones rushing touchdowns have your Hawks up early. Live on Philadelphia AM Radio 990 The Answer.
Since 1851, St. Joseph's Preparatory School has been Philadelphia's Jesuit high school. Jesuit education develops your mind, heart, soul, and character. Connect with the Global Jesuit Network at the Prep's North Philadelphia campus and develop the ties of brotherhood that will last you a lifetime. At the Prep, you will be loved for the person you are and guided to become the man you were created to be. Learn more at sjprep.org.
Philadelphia's AM 990, The Answer. WNTP, Philadelphia. Download our free mobile app and listen online at 990theanswer.com.
And welcome back to Chapman Field on the campus of Cumberland Valley High School. Your Hawks currently leading the North Allegheny Tigers 14-0. Skylar Shoulder lined up for his second kickoff of this half. It's end over end. It's going to be way into the end zone. Boyd and Evan Lyon are just going to watch that one go. And Kushner in the offense going to set up here from the 20-yard line. Gavin, an important drive here for Logan Kushner and the Tigers offense because you cannot afford to let the Prep start to get away from you. And really the only way to do that is to keep up with them. So what do they have to do on this drive, Gavin?
Harry, they really got to give Kushner more time. I mean, Kushner has no time whatsoever in that pocket to kind of make that decision. And when he did have time, the secondary for the Prep just played their receivers so well that he had nowhere to go. So we just need to get those rhythm completions early on and get Kushner kind of sort of into this game.
Only 4 yards of offense so far for the Tigers. And Kushner's going to keep it himself this time. Kushner's going to explode up the middle. He's going to have the first down there to the Hawks to the Tigers 33-yard line. Gain of 13 there for Logan Kushner. And Gavin, maybe that's the answer. It's just more of Logan Kushner, less of everyone else.
Well, Harry, it works for the Hawks with Samaj Jones. Why not? Why doesn't it work with the Tigers and Logan Kushner? It works right there. Great play by Kushner. Bigger guy, 6'1", 200 pounds. So using that frame to kind of plow through guys, first down on the play.
Lulu in the backfield. Number 17 in motion. Kushner was not ready for the snap, and that's going to be a false flag on the play. We're pretty certain it's a false start, but never can be too certain. It is a false start against the Tigers, Gavin. Their second of the first quarter, and these are mistakes you can't afford to make against this Hawks defense.
Well, you asked me earlier what they have to do to kind of get some points on the board, get some momentum, and penalties is certainly not one of them. I mean, a great play there by Logan Kushner just gets pushed back 5 yards now and brings up 1st and 15.
1st and 15 on the 28, 3:43 to go in the first quarter. Hawks leading the Tigers 14-0 in this 6A state championship game. The Hawks looking for their 8th, the Tigers looking for their 4th. Langdon in motion. Kushner going to roll out. Completion to Kyron Boyd there, his first completion of the game. And there's a flag here. Boyd with a nice completion there, independent of the flags. A nice play from Boyd.
Yeah.
It'll be a gain of 8. We don't know if the flag is 4 yet. There are 2 on the far sideline from us here. The referee's having a conversation on the 30 here.
But, Harry, I mean, got to give credit to Kyron Boyd on that play. I mean, tough task being guarded by Emilio Agard, the 4-star Wisconsin commit on the night, and just create separation. Great play.
It's a sideline warning against North Allegheny. So the play is going to stand. It's a gain of 8 yards. It's a gain of 8 yards, so 2nd and 7 now for the Tigers from the 36-yard line of the Hawks. Maybe they need more of that. Getting Logan Kushner out of that pocket, not giving this Hawks front 7 time to collapse on Kushner like they had on the first drive. 3:22 to go in the quarter. Kushner ready for 2nd and 7. He's got a Lulu in the backfield, Lyon out left, Langdon in motion. Kushner's going to run behind Langdon. And he's going to get to about the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard more. Going to bring up 3rd and 6 or 7 for Logan Kushner. And that was a nice job by Agard there to get around the block of Noah Langdon and wrap Kushner up for no gain.
Reading the play like a book there is St. Joe's Prep, just absolutely collapsing on Kushner, not in the pocket, but towards the sideline, having nowhere to go, no decision to make. Gain of 0 on the play.
4 wide for Kushner, a Lulu in the backfield. 2:37 to go. Kushner ready. He's going to keep it himself, and he's got room to the outside. And he is going to have the first down. Flags down behind the play, though. So we'll see what this is on. Not sure what the officials saw down there.
Harry, I mean, it looked to me like...
There could have been a hold.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. It looked to me like...
A hold on Shamir Johnson. Or by the Tigers against Shamir Johnson, perhaps. Yeah. We'll see what our officials call. It is a hold against the Tigers, so that is a 10-yard penalty spot foul. So that is going to back them up. So it was originally 3rd and 7. It's actually not going to back them up at all. The flag was so far forward that it's just going to basically reset down. 3rd and 7 from the 36. This is an important play here early in this game for Kushner and the Tigers to just continue this offensive momentum they've been able to build on this drive. In motion is Langdon. He's going to fake the handoff to Alulu. Kushner looking deep towards Kyron Boyd. And not incomplete. Emilio Agard was reading it through the sky. He wanted a pick in the title game. Unable to come down with it, but some very nice coverage there from Ryan McDonald on that go ball for Kyron Boyd.
Great coverage there by McDonald, but, I mean, you see Emilio Agard just lurking, a hawk, just watching the ball through the air like you said, Harry. Almost comes down with that interception. It goes right through his hands. David Washington back out to return the punt.
David Washington is lined up here on the 34-yard line. It is once again Van Winkle to punt. The Hawks have had some success blocking punts this year. It's a low snap to Van Winkle, still able to get it away. And Washington muffs it, able to recover it, though, and he's able to scoot out past the 40. Washington got room to run.
Wow.
And possible disaster for
play.
David Washington turns into a nice return out across midfield, out across the 45 of the Tigers, down at the 41. And Gavin, if you're Art Walker Jr., you cannot have that. You have David Washington dead and buried inside the 20. Have to keep him there. Can't give Samaj Jones a short field right now.
But, Harry, that's what the Stars stand for. I mean, David Washington, a 4-star wide receiver, going to play in the SEC at the University of Kentucky. Just an absolute playmaker on the field, and we see that there with that kick return. Punt return, excuse me.
And the offense ready to go again. It's 4 wide for Samaj Jones. Vatutu is left to Ramir Hardy and Brandon Riemann. Vatutu is right are Washington and Jones. Washington in motion again. And a flag on the play. This could be another false start. It is another false start against the Hawks. Gavin, that's their 4th already of this first quarter. Just simple mistakes that you have to avoid if you're Coach Roken and the Hawks.
Yeah, Harry, and I mean, those penalties have added up to 30 yards. So right there, I mean, that's 30 yards of offense, which is just getting set back by these penalties. And it's an easy fix, but for the Prep, it's just been so hard in the early season. They get away from it in the early stage of the playoffs, and now they're back to it in the state championship game.
1st and 15, it's a handoff to Kasim Phillips straight up the middle. He's going to get a yard. He's going to bring up 2nd and 14 on the 45 as we tick closer to 1 minute to go here from Chapman Field. Your Hawks leading the Tigers 14-0 on 2 Samaj Jones rushing touchdowns. Same formation here for Samaj. Kasim Phillips in the backfield. Washington and Elijah Jones to his right. Brandon Riemann and Ramir Hardy to his left on this near sideline. He's a future Bearcat. Samaj Jones with a handoff. It's another fake handoff, and he runs straight into Dylan Langdon. He's able to get back to the initial line of scrimmage. Real credit, though, to Dylan Langdon to hold on to Samaj Jones there and not let that become another one of those explosive runs that we've seen already in this game.
Another great fake, though, by St. Joe's. I mean, Aiden Buggy getting into that backfield early, trying to lay one on Kasim Phillips, but he doesn't actually have the ball. It's in Samaj Jones' hands, and Jones gets to the outside and back to the line of scrimmage. So these fakes, these play designs by both the Hawks and the Tigers has really been impressive tonight.
3rd and 10, Samaj Jones to throw. Blitz coming. It's a completion to Brandon Riemann. Brandon Riemann's going to easily have the first down, and he had more if he could have stayed in bounds. However, he's going to go out at the 23, 24-yard line. So it is a first down for the Hawks. 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. We wonder if this is going to be the last play, but we wonder if that's going to be the last play of this quarter. But Gavin, again, have to wrap up there if you're Art Walker's defense. Can't give these Hawks open space like that.
Definitely.
1st and 10 from the 24. Samaj Jones to keep it. He's going to roll out, and he's going to throw back to Brandon Riemann on a bubble screen. Raymond not able to gain too much there, only a gain of about 2. And that is going to bring our first quarter of action to a conclusion here. It's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Hawks on the 22-yard line when we return here from Chapman Field. Your Hawks leading the Tigers 14-0 live on Philadelphia AM Radio 990 The Answer.
An education at St. Joseph's Prep is not limited to the classroom. All students benefit from retreats and liturgies, academic technology and training, and a robust co-curricular roster in which over 85% of students participate. Everything you love about the Prep is supported by the Prep Fund. The Prep Fund serves every part of our mission, including Prep football and our WSJP Student Broadcasting Club, which has brought every football game to you this season. Visit sjprep.org/support to donate.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
as long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, shop, have a beer. Christmas shopping shouldn't be hard. Give your friends a Hooters gift card.
This year, stuff their stockings and yours too with a one-size-fits-all gift card. Buy a $25 Hooters gift card and receive a $5 Santa's bonus card. Make it Hooters for the holidays.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, gift cards are here. Good at Hooters everywhere now. Hooters gifts are always favored.
News, opinion, passion. Download our free mobile app at 990theanswer.com. This is Philadelphia's AM 990, The Answer.
You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
Oh, say, can you see?
Here from Chapman Field on the campus of Cumberland Valley High School. It's a handoff from Samaj Jones to Isaiah West. Isaiah West streaking up the middle. He scores a 22-yard touchdown for the junior running back, Isaiah West, and that's going to make it 20-0 for the Hawks. And Gavin, the snowball effect has started here in Mechanicsburg.
Well, Harry, I mean, West just getting past the plethora of black and white jerseys along the line, and then just practically walking into the end zone there. Great to see him getting involved. Didn't see too much of him last week. Kind of saw that injury scare. Great to see that he's healthy and getting into the end zone, scoring 6.
Shoulders PAT has been delayed here. There's a penalty flag marker down. It's an offside against the Tigers, so their penalty's been declined. So Skylar Shoulder will just do it over again. 11:53 to go here in the first half. Hawks leading 20-0 pending this Skylar Shoulder PAT. Snap from McCabe is good. Hold is good by Elijah Jones, and the kick is good from the future Delaware Blue Hen, Skylar Shoulder, and that's going to make the score 21-0 here, Gavin. And offensively so far, just total domination from the Hawks. 210 yards of offense already compared to North Allegheny's 35. Just exactly what we expected to see from the Hawks.
Yeah, Harry, in the air, it's mostly been senior West Virginia commit Brandon Raymond. I mean, 4 receptions, 59 yards. Great job by him creating space. We've seen it all night, getting into that open field, making defenders miss. And on the ground, it's actually been Samaj Jones for a bulk of this with 6 carries, 68 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Of course, Isaiah West, we saw him getting in the end zone too on the ground. But overall, just the prep, like we said, hitting everywhere, hitting in the air, hitting on the ground. And the snowball effect has definitely started here in Mechanicsburg.
Absolutely has, Gavin. You really need something on this drive if you're the Tigers just to keep yourself in this game. Boyd and Lyon are again back to return the Skylar Shoulder kick. Shoulder's kick is up. It is end over end. It's heading towards the sideline. It's going to stay in and out of bounds for another touchback. So Kushner will take over from the 20-yard line here. And Gavin, the North Allegheny offense having a really hard time getting through this front 7 so far of the Hawks. What do they need to do to potentially switch it up and start moving the ball forward?
Well, Harry, I actually think North Allegheny's done a pretty decent job of giving Kushner some time in the pocket on some of their plays. Some of them, of course, kind of he gets pressured pretty quickly, has no time to make a decision. But these receivers just need to kind of create more separation, get open so Kushner can kind of find them in transition for some big gains.
Sellers in motion. It's a handoff to Alulu, who's not really going to get anywhere. It's a gain of about 1 for the son of current NFL player Tyson Alulu, a former Steeler, part of why Tyree is here at North Allegheny, who recently just got signed by the Detroit Lions. So football runs in Tyree Alulu's family.
And it definitely does, and his frame is no joke, Harry. I mean, running back, linebacker combination, 15 D1 offers, including Oregon and JMU, so a great player in Tyree Alulu.
Kushner's going to keep it this time to the outside. He's able to almost bounce off the initial tackle of Colaberdino, but a nice job to trip him up at the end of the run. And no gain there for Logan Kushner. Going to bring up 3rd and 9 here for the Tigers. And Gavin, this is just not what the Tigers needed on this drive, this 3rd and long situation that they've had trouble converting in so far.
Now that you're deep in your own territory, you just need to get this first down because a punt gives the prep decent field position to hopefully score another one.
Kushner to throw. It's batted up in the air. Intercepted by Anthony Saka. Deflected up by Ryan McDonald. Saka kept his eyes on the ball, able to land with it in his mitts. And that's going to be a first down from the 35 now for the Hawks. Again, a short field for Samaj Jones. And Gavin, disaster there for Logan Kushner and the Tigers.
Harry, that's exactly what you don't want to happen on that play. I'm even more content with a punt if I'm the Tigers than a diving interception off of a batted ball by Anthony Saka. Great athletic play by Saka. Of course, Saka, a baseball player, kind of seen that outfield-esque kind of catch there, diving for that one. But given the Prep even better field position they were going to get on the punt, and the offense just full steam ahead trying to get into the end zone.
Gavin, you're right. He looked like a center fielder on that play, tracking down a line drive. And it's going to be a timeout here for Art Walker Jr. and the Tigers. Really just got to give his guys a minute to breathe. They were just out there, Gavin. Prep dominating the time of possession battle so far. With 10:37 to go in the second quarter, the Hawks have run 21 plays compared to just the 11 of the Tigers so far. It's been total domination for Coach Roken and his men.
Definitely, Harry. And a lot of these public school kind of teams that we see in this PIAA playoff, a lot of their guys play both ways. And we've seen them sort of get tired as we get into the later stages of the game, and it definitely hurts them against the Prep, who really has nobody who plays both ways. Mostly you're either an offensive player or you're a defensive player, and that's that. So the Prep definitely having an advantage there. And like you said, just Art Walker Jr. trying to give his guys a rest.
Well, his guys are ready to go. Coach Roken and his offensive coordinator, Coach Sugden, still talking it out on this near sideline to us. Hawks are leading the Tigers by a score of 21-0, with 10:37 to go in the first half. Samaj Jones and the offense are going to take over from the 35-yard line after that diving interception by junior Anthony Saka across the middle. 4 wide here. 2 to the left of Samaj Jones, to the right. Eric Sanchez in the backfield. David Washington in motion again. Samaj Jones to throw. Complete to Ramir Hardy on the sideline. They're going to say Ramir Hardy did complete it to the 24-yard line. Kyron Boyd does not agree.
Harry, that's a great corner and a great wide receiver going at it there. Ramir Hardy, Kyron Boyd on the sideline. Hardy just gets the advantage there, creates the space, and corrals in a great catch.
It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 24. Kyron Boyd running across the field here, or more casually jogging across the field. 1st and 10 from the 24 after that completion to Ramir Hardy. Gavin didn't expect to see Ramir Hardy. Suffered a concussion against Nazareth Area High School.
Scary
he is
concussion.
back.
A scary
it was
concussion.
a scary concussion. Samaj Jones to throw. And that one's batted up in the air. Almost a chance for the Tigers to return the favor there. Daniel Sellers again able to get into the backfield. Hampered Samaj Jones' throwing motion, and that was a sitting duck across the middle waiting for someone to go grab it. Luckily for Samaj, it falls incomplete, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Harry, looked like Eric Sanchez was kind of closer to that ball than we might have thought. Maybe a diving catch looking there, but nothing comes out of that play. Luckily, it falls incomplete. Second down.
And 10. Samaj Jones to throw again. He's pressured, and he's just going to spike it into the ground. The question is now, did it get to the line of scrimmage? They think it did. That was Aiden Buggy, though, off the edge. Gavin, Buggy and Sellers have given the Hawks some real trouble on the edge this game. You know, they've done a really nice job of making it difficult on Samaj Jones most of the time.
Harry, Aiden Buggy's a very big, scary kind of guy. I mean, a football captain, also a wrestling captain, so not a guy you want to mess with.
Samaj Jones up with his line. Now discussing with Coach Sugden. They've got the play. It's the same formation we've seen this whole drive. Sanchez in motion here. Samaj Jones going to throw it complete to Elijah Jones, who tried to swerve back through the middle like we saw David Washington do earlier. Just unable to do it. And Skylar Shoulder is going to have to come out and kick the field goal here. And Gavin, a bit of a wasted opportunity from the Hawks deep inside North Allegheny territory to start this drive. Now looking like you're only going to come away with 3. Potentially a momentum shifter for North Allegheny.
That play just kind of got shut down by that pressure brought by the Tigers there. Get it away to Elijah Jones. Makes one miss, but Sellers just doesn't let him get any farther. Skylar Shoulder out for the kick.
Shoulder's kick from 41 yards is good. And that is going to extend the score to 24 0 for the Hawks. Anthony Sacca with the interception. The Hawks come away with 3 more. They're leading 24 to 0 with 9:17 to go in the half. Live on Philadelphia AM 990 The Answer.
It's not too late to support prep students with your PA state taxes. Businesses and individuals can redirect their state tax dollars to St. Joseph's Prep through the Educational Improvement Tax Credit and Opportunity Scholarship Tax Credit programs. These funds support prep students and families with financial need, affording them the opportunity to receive a prep education. In a nutshell, it costs little to make a huge impact. What an easy way to provide financial aid scholarships at the Prep. Act now before it's too late. Learn more at sjprep.org/EITC.
Philadelphia's AM 990 The Answer. WNTP Philadelphia. Download our free mobile app and listen online at 990theanswer.com.
You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
We are back from Chapman Field in Cumberland Valley High School. Skylar Shoulder to send this kickoff away after converting a 41-yard field goal. Fielded by Kyron Boyd at the 1. Boyd going to take this out. He's able to cut it to the outside. Able to gain to about the 27, and then a late flag for a hit out of bounds. Gavin, completely unnecessary there from the Hawks. Kyron Boyd already out of bounds. Just no need to touch him there and make this easier for the Tigers.
Dumb mistakes, Harry. I mean, can't do that. Obviously can't happen. Like we said, we thought they got away from it, and it just comes right back to bite them here in the state championship game.
So it's going to be a late hit out of bounds, and that should be a 15-yard penalty. That should move North Allegheny up from the 27 to the 42, if I'm any good at math still. And confirmed there by our official, Derek Coleman, it is a 15-yard penalty against the Hawks. So that's going to set up North Allegheny with their best field position so far of the game from the 43-yard line of the Hawks, actually. They said he got out to the 28 there. 42, excuse me. I was right the first time, Gavin. You trust my instincts more. 1st and 10 for Logan Kushner. He's joined in the backfield by Alualu. Boyd and Lyon to his left, no receivers to his right. Daniel Sellers in as an extra blocker. Kushner going to roll out, looking to throw it towards Kyron Boyd, who's going to have the completion inside Hawks territory at the 48-yard line. Gavin, one of the first times we've seen Logan Kushner able to have some time on his throws, able to find his receiver downfield for the first down.
Yeah, Harry, and the reason he has that much time is, like we said earlier in the game, he's getting out of the pocket. He's really reading the field, surveying his options. That time it was Kyron Boyd.
That's going to be Kushner's second completion of the game. 3 receivers now. Langdon in motion. It's a handoff to Alualu. Alualu able to get to the edge. He thought he was going to be able to get past Anthony Sacca there, unable to. It is going to be a gain of about 4 yards there. It's a 5-yard gain, for Alualu out to the Hawks' 43-yard line. 2nd and 5, and Gavin, already a better job by this Tigers offense on this possession.
Tyree Alualu, of course, a 3-star, according to 24/7 Sports. 6 foot, 215 pounds. I mean, he's a big guy to bring down. Credit to Anthony Sacca on that play.
Logan Kushner joined by Lyon this time in the backfield. Langdon again in motion, Noah Langdon. And a false start there against the Tigers. You could see it from a mile away. That's number 50, Cameron Chamura. And 2nd and 5 is going to be 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. And Gavin, you've got some momentum going. You just had some momentum from getting a big stop. That kills it.
Yeah.
Every time.
Every time, right? I mean, even for the Prep, Harry, those big plays being drawn back by penalties, just not something you want to see.
Kushner ready, still Lyon in the backfield. It's Langdon in motion again. And now it's Lyons in motion. And now Kushner's alone in the backfield, and there's some motion in the play. I think it's going to be another false start against the Tigers because I don't know how it could be against the Hawks here. It looked like Lyon was the first one to move that time. And it's going to be another false start against the North Allegheny Tigers. And Gavin, this was 2nd and 5 2 snaps ago, and now it's 2nd and 15.
And you got to give credit to the Prep D-line on these past couple plays throughout the whole game. I mean, we've seen a couple false starts. None of them have jumped. Not an offside yet called on the D-line, which we've seen earlier in the year. So they've definitely gotten better. But like you said, these penalties for North Allegheny, you just can't afford them.
Correction, this is a dead ball foul against the Hawks. And Coach Roken is going to get himself a flag here for arguing with the officials. And Gavin, I don't blame him because I'm flabbergasted by this call.
Yeah, Harry, not too sure about that call right there. Get a sideline warning here on the Prep. So a little bit of arguing between the refs and Coach Roken. I mean, we kind of seen it throughout the season. You know, Coach Roken always kind of asking the refs, you know, what was wrong there, what kind of talking to him. He's got a kind of sterner type of tone.
Roken is a coach first. He's trying to coach his guys. Yep. It's 2nd and 5. Kushner ready. Alualu in the backfield with him. Kushner's going to fake the handoff. Kushner's got room up the middle, and he's got blockers. He's going to have the first down. There are no flags on this play. There's going to be a first down out to the 33-yard line for North Allegheny. A 10-yard run for Kushner, and that's his dual threatness that we mentioned in the open.
That's what makes him so deadly, Harry. I mean, you know, in the air he's a great player, but on the ground, Harry, he's an even better rusher. Just like we said, using that size to an advantage, getting up the middle, making guys miss. First down for the Tigers.
Tigers sideline coming alive for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 from the 33. It's another quarterback keeper from Kushner. He's going to keep up the middle. He's hit hard by Nick McGlynn, pushed back for a gain of about a yard there. A nice job from Nick McGlynn reading the field, reading the play, able to get over for 2nd and 9 here for the Tigers.
Nick McGlynn, not only a hard hitter, but just a great player with a great IQ. I couldn't even think of a word there, but great IQ for the game, great knowledge of the game, just knows exactly what his opponent's going to do, knew it there with the Kushner run, and really lays a hit on him there.
Future Army Knight, Nick McGlynn. Kushner ready. He's going to look back to his sideline here for the call from Art Walker Jr. Alualu in the backfield with him. Kushner looking deep down the field towards Kyron Boyd. He looks open. Oh, it's broken up by Ryan McDonald. What a play from the free safety out there. Wow. Kyron Boyd had a walk-in touchdown. He had a walk-in touchdown, if not for is it a bird, is it a plane? Ryan McDonald flying from end to end to bat that one away. Going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Hawks.
McDonald just sees that one flying through the air. He puts on the burners, gets over there just in time, diving in to save the day. Is Ryan McDonald on that play? A great acrobatic play there by the kid.
Ryan McDonald, an underrated part of this defense. He's been very solid throughout this postseason run. Kushner going to scramble out to his right, looking to throw again. That time he has the completion to Lyon, got one man to beat. Shamir Johnson able to force him out of bounds. Lyon with some extracurriculars for Johnson after. The Prep asking where's the flag on that. And Devon Willie is down here for the Hawks. We'll see what, we don't know if the injury is to Devon Willie. We know it's going to be a first down here for the Tigers deep inside Prep territory. And we're going to take a quick break here for an injury timeout. Your Hawks leading the Tigers 24-0 with 6:11 to go in the half, live on Philadelphia AM Radio 990 The Answer.
At the Prep, championship athletics meets top-tier academics, robust student life, and unrivaled college prep. St. Joseph's Prep is committed to cura personalis, care for the individual. This respect for the dignity of each person for who they are and the process of developing all aspects of a student ensures that Prep graduates are men for and with others. Learn about education at the Prep at sjprep.org.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid
as long as you face the fear.
and keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
News, opinion, passion. Listen online at 990theanswer.com. This is
You're
Philadelphia's
listening to
AM
High School
990. The
Championship.
Answer.
You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
So there was a defensive holding on the end of that last play before the Devon Willie injury we just took here live from Chapman Field. So it's going to be first and goal now for the Tigers on the 5-yard line. Gavin, a chance to get some points on the board and potentially swing the momentum of this game back towards North Allegheny for Logan Kushner and his guys. And it's a timeout for Coach Roken. He wants to talk something over before this first and goal. So, Gavin, Devon Willie out now. That means we're going to see a lot more of Shamir Johnson on the edge here for the Hawks. But what do you think Roken is going over here in this timeout with his guys before this next play?
Well, Harry, before I get to your question, let's put it out there. Devon Willie is okay. He got up, he walked off the field, maybe a little bit of assistance by a couple guys, but for the most part, he looked pretty okay. So let's kind of put that above.
We'll see if Devon Willie comes back into this game. He's on the sideline right now,
but
with the training staff.
Like you said, Harry, back to your question, I feel like Coach Roken just needs to kind of regroup his guys, say, hey, penalties, a big play kind of here hurt us this drive. They're gaining some momentum here. We still have this lead. Just do what we do best. You've done this before. You've had these goal line stops before. Why not one now? And it'd be a big one.
This would be a great time for a goal line stop for the Hawks. Up 24-0 with 6:11 to go in the half. The Tigers really getting their first offensive momentum of the game, helped out by the whistle. First and goal from the 5. This is Kushner territory. He's got a lot of rushing touchdowns this year. And he's going to send Lyon in motion for the empty backfield. And he's going to go straight up the middle with it. Kushner is going to have the touchdown there for North Allegheny. That's going to cut it to 24-6. It's a 5-yard rushing touchdown for senior quarterback Logan Kushner. And Gavin, opportunistic there from the Tigers. Got some calls that went their way. Had a big play late in the drive, able to capitalize there and make this a game again.
Great run there by Kushner, just faking the pass, getting to the outside, rubs off a tackle, and falling into the end zone.
So the Hawks' lead has been chopped from 24-17. 6:04 to go in the half. And North Allegheny maybe now having some momentum. Only down 17 after a 5-yard rush from Logan Kushner. We'll be right back live on Philadelphia AM 990, The Answer.
Since 1851, St. Joseph's Preparatory School has been Philadelphia's Jesuit high school. Jesuit education develops your mind, heart, soul, and character. Connect with the Global Jesuit Network at the Preps North Philadelphia campus and develop the ties of brotherhood that will last you a lifetime. At the Prep, you will be loved for the person you are and guided to become the man you were created to be. Learn more at sjprep.org.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, shop, have a beer. Christmas shopping shouldn't be hard. Give your friends a Hooters gift card.
This year, stuff their stockings and yours too with a one-size-fits-all gift card. Buy a $25 Hooters gift card and receive a $5 Santa's bonus card. Make it Hooters for the holidays.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, gift cards are here. Good at Hooters everywhere now. Hooters gifts are always favored.
Philadelphia's AM 990. The Answer.
You are listening to High School Championship Football.
At 990theanswer.com.
You are listening to High School Championship Football.
We are back here in the PIAA 6A State Football Championship where the St. Joe's Prep Hawks are leading the North Allegheny Tigers by a score of 24-7 with 6:04 to go in the half. Peter Notaro with a booming kickoff into the end zone that is bobbled by David Washington, but is going to land in the end zone for a touchback. Samaj Jones in the offense is going to take over from the 20 here. Gavin, on that last drive, first time Samaj Jones of his offense has really been stopped by the Tigers defense. What do they need to do? What adjustments do they need to make for the Hawks?
Harry, I feel like all the Hawks have to do is just play their game. Play the game that they know. That game, of course, being that passing run combo that's so deadly, you know. Maybe look in the air a couple more times to David Washington and Elijah Jones, who we haven't seen get too involved tonight. But other than that, here, I mean, a touchdown here would be huge for St. Joe's.
So 3 to Samaj Jones left. One in the backfield is Isaiah West. It's a fake handoff to West, and it's a completion out to that man, Elijah Jones, who turns the corner. Elijah Jones streaking down the sideline. He's in a foot race, 30, 20, 10, one play, 80 yards. Cincinnati Bearcats fan, that's your future. Samaj to Elijah Jones. Momentum firmly swept back to the Hawks. Gavin, that was electric from Elijah Jones down the sideline.
Harry, you know, I said got to get David Washington or Elijah Jones maybe a little bit more involved. I don't know if they listened to me or if that was drawn off, but, I mean, a great throw there by Samaj to Elijah, finding him in transition. Elijah just turning that corner, not looking back, beats everybody on that field. 30-7, St. Joe's.
And Elijah Jones' reward is holding Skylar Shoulders' PAT attempt. McCabe's snap is a good one. Shoulders' kick is high over the stands on that side. That's going to extend the Hawks' lead to 31-7. Gavin, we said maybe the Tigers had gotten some momentum from that big drive they had going all the way down the field on the Hawks. You have to think that pulls the wind out of their sails, getting the corner turned on you and out-sprinted to the end zone by Elijah Jones.
The prep has an answer for everything, Harry. I don't really know any other way to put it. As soon as you see the Tigers have a little bit of momentum, even a little, like the littlest, I mean, a touchdown, you're still down 17 points at that point. But, you know, you put some points up on the board, you come out back on the field looking for a stop, another score, halftime. You get the ball back, of course, in the second half. But Elijah Jones just says, not today.
Elijah Jones showing why he's going to go play Big 12 football next year at the University of Cincinnati. 5:52 to go in the half. Hawks leading the Tigers 31-7. Boyd and Lyon to return again. Skylar Shoulder to kick it off. Already his fifth of the night. Skylar Shoulder ready. Kickoff is end over end, and it's high. It's not going to quite reach the end zone. Kyron Boyd is going to field it at the 1. He's going to take it out. He's going to explode up the middle. And he was trying to get out of there. Instead, though, meet Andrew Drangula, the senior DB. Drangula, not a starter on this team, but a crafty tackler on the coverage team, showing it there.
Drangula, as you said, not a starter on this team, but he's been a key piece for this defense. I mean, we saw the interception against LaSalle. A great DB, a great guy to have on special teams, really brings that energy up for the whole team.
And Logan Kushner in the offense back out there again. Tyree Alualu in the backfield with him. And Logan Kushner's going to keep up the middle. He had some running space if he could have gotten through. Instead, though, Sean McNulty off that edge, able to tackle him from behind. Going to be a gain of 1. Going to bring up 2nd and 9 from the 20. It's going to be 2nd and 8, from the 26. Gain of 2 for Logan Kushner. And Gavin, he's really been their offense today. It's been Logan Kushner with 40 yards through the air, 32 on the ground. Most of the plays today have come on his back for the Tigers. Kushner ready again on 2nd down. Langdon in motion. It's a handoff to Alualu this time. He's going to be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and that's Alex Haskell. And the Hawks getting back to what we have seen throughout the season and early in this game against the Tigers, wrapping up early.
It's kind of that wake-up call, that touchdown there by Kushner, but now the front seven back into it, okay, they scored their touchdown, kind of that, hey, they can still score. They're not just this everyday average football team where you can kind of shut them out. They are in the state championship game for a reason, but the front seven now bringing this to the table, hopefully not letting any more big plays up.
Kushner and Alualu again. Kushner to throw. He's in the pocket. He's just going to dump it out to Alualu. Alualu is going to have the first down. He's going to hurdle past Shamir Johnson going for his ankles. A big gain for Tyree Alualu out to the 45. Gain of 18 for the Tigers. And Gavin, it's the big play again coming back to bite this Hawks defense.
The simple play. I mean, just a dump off there to Tyree Alulu. And Alulu getting out in space. That big frame, that quick frame that he brings. Hurdling Shamir Johnson out of bounds for a gain of 18.
Kushner takes the snap. He hands it off to Alualu again. That time he's wrapped up short of the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. Tom Cerruti and Ryan McDonald were over there to make the tackle. It's going to bring up second and 10. They're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage there for the Tigers, excuse me. Nice job from the Hawks there, getting across the field on that run, though.
Yeah, shutting that one down early as Alulu just can't make anybody miss over there on the sideline and giving him no space.
Donaldson and Boyd to the right here on the far side. Line in the backfield. The Hawks want a false start call there. They're not going to get it. It's now going to be an empty backfield for Kushner. He's going to drop back to pass. And now Kushner is just going to escape the pocket. Got knocked out of bounds there by Shamir Johnson. Frustration here building, though, for the Hawks. You did your job if you're the D-line. You force Kushner out of the pocket, just able to find a big hole in the coverage and run for a first down to the Hawks 43.
As soon as Kushner rolls out of that pocket area, he just has so much space to kind of make his decision on, hey, where am I going to go with this ball? Where am I going to run this ball? Am I going to go up the middle? Am I going to go to the sideline? And that's why he's been so good on the ground this game.
You have to wonder if it's time for a quarterback spy on Logan Kushner from Coach Roken. Lulu in the backfield again. Kushner going to throw again. He's able to escape Sean McNulty. He wanted to wind up and throw it. Almost completed it to Kyron Boyd. Frankly, should have completed it to Kyron Boyd. Cam Smith was in the area, though. That's going to bring up second and 10 from the 43. But Gavin, almost some Mahomes magic there from Logan Kushner, making guys miss and just keeping the play alive and eventually able to find Kyron Boyd open in the middle, and Boyd just unable to hold on.
They were right there, Harry. I mean, McNulty misses the sack on Kushner, and then Maxwell Roy about to get to Kushner before he lets one go, of course, to Kyron Boyd. That one falling incomplete, but they're almost there. They're knocking on that door. They're about to get this big sack, and this sack is really going to be a momentum shifter in favor of the Hawks.
Kushner to throw. Complete to number 9. That is Brady Meyer. Shamir Johnson was looking for the pick there and missed his man, and Meyer able to scoop by down to the 16, 17-yard line of the Hawks. And Gavin, it's these chunk plays for North Allegheny there, keeping them in this contest right now. Potentially a chance here to bookend scores. A little too close for that, I guess, with 2:41 to go.
Yeah, I mean, Harry, you leave any amount of time, any reasonable amount of time for the prep, and they definitely can hit you with a touchdown before halftime.
Kushner ready again. Lulu in the backfield. It's been Kushner's arm mainly this drive.
Oh.
Kyron Boyd slipped. It looked like it's a non-contact injury. He's stretching out his leg. That was very dangerous for Logan Kushner because of the slip for Kyron Boyd. Thankfully, he's up and walking it off. Gavin, obviously the health came first there, but definitely a missed opportunity for the Hawks on a throw to a man that wasn't there.
Yeah, Harry, but looking at the Tigers side of things, I mean, if Kyron Boyd is there, he's definitely open, and he definitely had a chance of going to the end zone on that play.
Second and 10 from the 17. Donaldson is checked in for the injured Kyron Boyd. Kushner to throw again. This time he overthrows Brady Meyer. And that's incomplete, and that's going to bring up third and 10 here for the Hawks. And for the Tigers and Gavin, a chance for this Hawks defense to get off the field and limit this to 3 points deep inside your own territory. This would be a win for Coach Roken and his defense.
Definitely. I mean, all you want right now is to give up that field goal. I mean, with how deep they are in your territory, a touchdown definitely would hurt. Even though you have time to come back and score, you have to remember that the Tigers do get the ball at the beginning of the second half.
Kushner escaping the pocket. He's able to dance out of trouble again. And he was looking for a wide open Kyle Langdon, in the flat. And he was wide open in the flat. On our near sideline here, though, Alu is down. The last thing you want to see if you're a North Allegheny Tiger, Alu hopping off the field. This is just not what you want to see. One of the best players on the field going off here. What looked like a non-contact injury. We hope to see Alu later in this game. In the meantime, though, it is going to be Peter Notaro coming out for, it's going to be a 34-yard kick. Kick is up. And Notaro's kick is good. That is going to cut the lead to 21 for the Hawks. It's 31-10 now with 2:23 to go. And Gavin, as we mentioned, a lot of time left on the clock here for Maz Jones in the offense to go back downfield and extend this lead again before we even get to the break. The Hawks, 31 points in this first half. Other than that one drive, they've looked borderline unstoppable, Gavin.
With that stop, it just opens up so much more opportunities for the Hawks. I mean, 2:23 left in the half.
You don't even have to run a hurry-up offense here. You can just run your normal offense.
Definitely, in the way that the Prep's been looking, they've kind of had those big plays towards the end of halves with only 2 minutes to go. So they've been in this scenario before, and I think they can execute this again if they just, kind of calm down, not play too fast, but play fast enough where you can beat the clock and get into the end zone before it expires.
It's all about business as usual for the Hawks. You've been in this position before. You've run this drill before. You've run this in games before. Just a little 2-minute drill for Samaj Jones and his offense. Notaro ready to send this away. It's Kentucky's David Washington and West Virginia's Brandon Riemann back there to return. Both in their last game in Hawks colors. Notaro's kick is up high end over end at Riemann. Riemann's going to field it at the 7. He's going to cut back across the field. He gets a block. Riemann's out to the 35. Ooh. He's able to run over Notaro. He's out to the 50. Brandon Riemann, he's got the end zone on his mind. He's able to stiff arm Brady Meyer. Brandon Riemann took that about 83 yards to the 10-yard line. Or they're going to say he's down at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 81 yards on the return there. Brandon Riemann had the house on his mind, and he wasn't far away from it, Gavin.
He was looking for that back-to-back kick return touchdown, Harry. We saw it last week against CB South. Almost saw it again tonight at Cumberland Valley. But on that return, Riemann just looking untouched, just running from the left side, back up the middle, trucks kicker Peter Notaro around midfield.
That's an unfair matchup, Notaro against Riemann.
And then just along using the sideline kind of as a guideline down to the 12.
Is ready. David Washington in motion. Samaj Jones is going to keep it. He's going to run around to the edge. Samaj Jones is in for his 3rd touchdown of the night. This one of the 12-yard variety. There's a flag on the play, though. We'll see what this is. Based on Kasim Phillips' visible frustration, I'm going to guess this is against the Hawks. And it's a hold against the Hawks. So it's a hold against number 54. That's Denzel Felder, the senior O-lineman. So that's going to back the Hawks up from the 12 to the 22, and this was the range we saw them get stopped in the last time, Gavin. Potentially another opportunity here for North Allegheny to hold the Hawks to 3. Again, as we mentioned with the Hawks here, if you're Coach Walker Jr., this is a win for your defense, only giving up 3. 2:01 to go in the half. Samaj Jones ready now. 1st and 20 from the 22. Samaj Jones takes the snap. He throws it out to David Washington in the flat. David Washington, he's like a human joystick right now, making people miss. It's a 7 or 8 yard gain. Should get them right back to the initial line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd and 11 from the 13. A 9 yard gain there, for David Washington. As it's 1 minute 30 seconds to go. The first down marker is on the 2 yard line here for the Hawks. So 2nd and 11. Samaj Jones ready again. Washington in motion again. He's set. Samaj Jones to throw. Samaj Jones pocket collapsing on him. He's able to dance out of trouble. Find Brandon Riemann in the
what
flat.
A play.
And that one's going to stand. No flags on that play for the Hawks. Brandon Riemann started the drive with his electric kickoff return for 81 yards. Brandon Riemann's going to finish the drive with a 13-yard touchdown for the Hawks. And again, Gavin, an instant reply from the Hawks. North Allegheny cuts it to 21. The Hawks bring it right back up to 27 within a minute.
Walls collapsing on Samaj Jones in the pocket, just escapes out. A dump-off pass to Brandon Riemann. And into the end zone for 6 is number 6.
That's what the best quarterbacks do, Gavin. They can feel the pocket around them. Elijah Jones to hold this potential PAT attempt. Skylar Shoulders' kick is up. It's good. It's over the bleacher. Or it's no good, He missed wide left. That's 2 weeks in a row Skylar Shoulders missed wide left. So, correction, the kick is not good. The Hawks lead is going to stay at 27 for now, with just 1:07 to go here. Gavin, if you're Coach Art Walker Jr. here for North Allegheny, are you just sitting on this, or are you trying to get some more points and potentially bookend scores?
I feel like with a good kicker in Peter Natara, you definitely could get into that field goal range with a minute left. 2 timeouts, I believe. So, you have you have a little bit of momentum still with Kushner using the ground, using his feet to his advantage. But, yeah, why not try to get into field goal range?
The North Allegheny offense has grown into this game. These past 2 possessions, they've been able to march deep into Hawks territory and score. First time a touchdown, the second time a Peter Nataro field goal. It's really just been the defense right now for North Allegheny that just can't keep up currently with the Hawks. The offense has started to find its rhythm. Shoulders going to kick from the 40. Boyd and Lyon to return, as it's been all day. Shoulders kick is deep. It's going to land right on the 1 yard line for Kyron Boyd, so he's going to bring this out. Kyron Boyd got some blockers in front of him. He's wrapped up right about at the 20, so the return is going to start them off where they would have anyway. And that's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 21 yard line of the Tigers. Down 27 here. Really needing some points and an opportunity to bookend scores to really build their way back into this game, Gavin.
Yeah, like you said here, they received the second half kickoff. That's definitely huge if you're a North Allegheny fan right now, especially down 27, hoping for a field goal, get the ball back, a touchdown. That's the ideal world right now for the Tigers.
It's a low snap to Kushner, able to recover, though. And he's going to fight forward for a couple yards out to about the 25. It's a gain of 4. Going to bring up 2nd and 6 as we are now well under a minute to play here in the first half. Down near 40 seconds. I would think Kushner may just sit on this now. But I'm wrong because he's got 3 receivers out there. I think they may be taking a deep shot here, saying what's to lose. Kushner is going to throw. He dumps it off to number 5. That's Liam Flaherty in the flat. Flaherty's going to have a first down. He's hit hard by Nick McGlynn. Flag on the play. You wonder if Nick McGlynn led with his head there, perhaps.
Nick McGlynn, a very aggressive guy. So, leading with his head, definitely not out of the question.
This would be a potentially costly penalty for the Hawks. It would really give North Allegheny hope at this field goal. Could even here on this first down
Yep.
It's targeting. It's targeting against Nick McGlynn. So 15 yards from the end of the play. North Allegheny is going to have it on their own 47 here, 23 yards to go. Gavin, this is definitely in range of a field goal now. You know, a couple more good plays and a timeout, and definitely going to get field goal opportunity. Kushner throw out towards Meyer, incomplete. Gavin Kushner having some trouble on those comeback or corner routes, just unable to hit his men on the back shoulder.
Yeah, Harry, I mean, we saw that one with Meyer right there. We saw one in the red zone, too, looking for Kyron Boyd. So just really having a hard time finding his receivers, a little bit of overthrow on those comeback routes.
It's important to mention, we said the penalty was targeting. It was. Targeting is not an ejection like it is in college football, so Nick McGlynn is still out there. Kushner ready. He fakes the handoff to Liam Flaherty. He's just going to dump it off to Liam Flaherty. Liam Flaherty is going to be hit by Nick McGlynn again this time, as well as Anthony Sacca and Sean McNulty.
That's got to hurt. I mean, Anthony Sacca.
Those are three strong guys all landing on top of you. It's a timeout for Coach Roken. He wants to make sure that his defense is ready for this. He does not want another chunk, big play like the Tigers have been able to get away with. Excuse me, it's a timeout by the Tigers, not the Hawks. Coach Roken will be trying to avoid the chunk play that gets them into field goal territory, though.
Yep, for sure. And, I mean, you're kind of in that weird territory if you're the Tigers.
It's 4-down territory at this point, down 27.
For sure.
I mean, you know, especially since you get the ball back, you can throw up a prayer on 4th down and not really lose much.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get it returned on you like the Jets the other weekend. Hawks up 27, just 7 seconds to go in the half. North Allegheny is going to receive the second half kickoff. So, again, if they were to find the end zone or a field goal here, definitely an opportunity to bookend scores for Coach Art Walker Jr. and his guys. Kushner accompanied by Liam Flaherty in the backfield. His receivers are Boyd, Lyon, Donaldson, and Meyer. Kushner to throw. Kushner able to roll out. Kushner is going to throw up a prayer towards the end, and he's got men down there if he can find them. It's batted up, and it falls incomplete. Thankfully for the Hawks, enough men were able to fly over towards it and bat it down onto the ground, and that is going to conclude our first half of action here from Chapman Field on the campus of Cumberland Valley High School. Your Hawks are leading by a score of 37-10. Stay with us here. We have halftime and the second half of action live on Philadelphia AM 990 The Answer.
An education at St. Joseph's Prep is not limited to the classroom. All students benefit from retreats and liturgies, academic technology and training, and a robust co-curricular roster in which over 85% of students participate. Everything you love about the Prep is supported by the Prep Fund. The Prep Fund serves every part of our mission, including prep football and our WSJP Student Broadcasting Club, which has brought every football game to you this season. Visit sjprep.org/support to donate.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
as long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
It's not too late to support prep students with your PA state taxes. Businesses and individuals can redirect their state tax dollars to St. Joseph's Prep through the Educational Improvement Tax Credit and Opportunity Scholarship Tax Credit programs. These funds support prep students and families with financial need, affording them the opportunity to receive a prep education. In a nutshell, it costs little to make a huge impact. What an easy way to provide financial aid scholarships at the Prep. Act now before it's too late. Learn more at sjprep.org/EITC.
Eat chicken chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, shop, have a beer. Christmas shopping shouldn't be hard. Give your friends a Hooters gift card.
This year, stuff their stockings and yours too with a one-size-fits-all gift card. Buy a $25 Hooters gift card and receive a $5 Santa's bonus card. Make it Hooters for the holidays.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, gift cards are here. Good at Hooters everywhere now. Hooters gifts are always favored.
At the Prep, championship athletics meets top-tier academics, robust student life, and unrivaled college prep. St. Joseph's Prep is committed to cura personalis, care for the individual. This respect for the dignity of each person for who they are and the process of developing all aspects of a student ensures that Prep graduates are men for and with others. Learn about education at the Prep at sjprep.org.
News, opinion, passion, and home of Philadelphia's Morning Answer with Chris DeGaulle. Weekdays 6 to 9. This is Philadelphia's AM 990. The Answer.
You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
Welcome back to Prep Hawk Talk at the Half. You are listening to Prep Football on Philadelphia's AM 990, The Answer. I'm your host, Colin Rowie, here with my co-host, Alex Orespi. We're here at Cumberland Valley High School, where the Prep Hawks lead the North Allegheny Tigers 31-7 after the first half. Now, Alex, who has been a key player for North Allegheny's offense so far today, as they have only 10 points on the board?
I mean, for me, it's Logan Kusher. Kusher has been rushing the ball really well. Has 46 yards with the touchdown. Also is throwing pretty well with 16 attempts, 6 completions, and 90 yards.
Okay, Alex, yes. Kushner has been the quarterback, and he has been basically the whole offense today for North Allegheny. With the Prep up 37-10, a dominating first half by them, Samaj Jones has just been going off today with 14 pass attempts and 11 completions. That's 11 for 14 with 182 passing yards. And he also has 2 passing touchdowns with 2 rushing touchdowns. Samaj Jones has been the key part for the Prep offense today. Now, Alex, who on the defense has kind of been slowing down Samaj? I mean, they really haven't been slowing them down 37-10. But who on the North Allegheny defense has made the biggest impact for them?
For me, I would say Evan Lyons, because he's been locking up at safety and has 4.5 tackles across the board. And I think he's just stopping them with double coverage on Washington and Raymond.
Yeah, we have seen good coverage by North Allegheny today, but there's just been these plays by Samaj, these just big plays that just get them downfield and get them the touchdowns. Big plays by them. But we have seen some good stops by the North Allegheny defense. Now, for the Prep defense, Anthony Sacca with 1 interception today and 4 tackles. He's been the main part of this Prep defense. And we've really seen Anthony Sacca as the main guy so far this year for the Prep defense. He's just been amazing at linebacker position. He's got a few D1 offers. I mean, he's just amazing just for this Prep defense to have. Now, back to the North Allegheny offense. Looking at their what haven't they've been doing? What plays have they been calling most of this game, Alex?
I mean, it's a QB sneak, QB run. It's more of the run game, and I mean, Kushers keep running, and it's not really working that much. And at the end, it started to go to the passing game, which was correct.
Yeah, Kushner's running the ball a lot, but We're going to go to break now. You are still listening to St. Joe's Prep football on Philadelphia's AM 990, The Answer.
Since 1851, St. Joseph's Preparatory School has been Philadelphia's Jesuit high school. Jesuit education develops your mind, heart, soul, and character. Connect with the Global Jesuit Network at the Prep's North Philadelphia campus and develop the ties of brotherhood that will last you a lifetime. At the Prep, you will be loved for the person you are and guided to become the man you were created to be. Learn more at sjprep.org.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
as long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
An education at St. Joseph's Prep is not limited to the classroom. All students benefit from retreats and liturgies, academic technology and training, and a robust co-curricular roster in which over 85% of students participate. Everything you love about the Prep is supported by the Prep Fund. The Prep Fund serves every part of our mission, including Prep football and our WSJP Student Broadcasting Club, which has brought every football game to you this season. Visit sjprep.org/support to donate.
News, opinion, passion. Download our free mobile app at 990theanswer.com. This is Philadelphia's AM 990, The Answer.
You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
Welcome back to Prep Hawk Talk at the Half. I'm your host, Colin Rowie, joined with my co-host, Alex Orespi. You are listening to the Prep Football on Philadelphia's AM 990, The Answer. As we are still in halftime, Prep does lead North Allegheny 37-10. Now, going into the next half, Alex, what do you think North Allegheny should focus on?
They need to focus on stop lining up the big plays by Samaj Jones and whatever they have to do to stop it, because every single time they get a touchdown or they get in rhythm, Samaj Jones just does Samaj Jones things, and it's killing them right now.
Yeah, Alex, you really don't want Samaj Jones to get in that rhythm that he has. He still has 7 carries and 78 rushing yards with 2 rushing touchdowns. I mean, you really just need to look out for him mainly and watch out for those running plays. There's not much you can do about the passing game because he has 3 star receivers that he can throw to. Elijah Jones, Brandon Raymond, and David Washington. I mean, what is North Allegheny supposed to do against Samaj Jones? But on the offensive side, what do you think they should do? What do you think North Allegheny should do going into the second half for offensive side?
I think they need to attack by the passing game. It's clear that the running game's not working at all, and they need to score quickly. So I think the passing game will get them up the field and get them touchdowns.
Yeah, they definitely need to work on that passing game instead of these QB draws, these QB sneaks by their QB, Logan Kushner. But Logan Kushner is 6 for 16 passing-wise. So, really, what should they do? We got to give props to this Prep secondaries with 1 interception by Anthony Sackett and then that 1 battled pass by Ryan McDonald, who really saved them from that big touchdown. But they still got to stick with this passing game down 37-10. Now, who do you think needs to step up on this offense for North Allegheny right now?
For me, I say it's going to be, Evan Lyons. Evan Lyons is their number one, seems like their number 1 receiver, and I think that he needs to get it open and get targets for Kusher to pass on.
Yeah, so far, Evan Lyon, not the guy that you really would expect to be the number one with the most reception yards for North Allegheny, but yeah, he's has the most yards right now with 21 yards. Now, for what the what do you think the Prep should do going into this second half?
Keep doing what they're doing. They're doing everything they are doing, and everything's going correctly. And it's not even like getting close to like not even working at all. It's just that they can't stop it, and they need to stick to what's working right.
Yeah, they definitely just need to keep doing what they're doing, Alex. I mean, like, Samaj Jones having a phenomenal game. We haven't seen too much from the running game besides that one touchdown from Isaiah West, but it's just been really good from Samaj Jones today, and he's just got to keep doing what he has been doing all game. Now, with clock management, what do you think the Prep's going to do going into the second half?
I mean, they're going to give it to Isaiah West, Taj Dykes, and Eric Sanchez. I mean, those three combined are pretty good, and they all get yards and get after contact yards.
Yeah, Alex, they should keep up with this running game. Now, that will be it for Prep Hawk Talk at the half. You are still listening to Prep Football on Philadelphia's AM 990, The Answer.
It's not too late to support prep students with your PA state taxes. Businesses and individuals can redirect their state tax dollars to St. Joseph's Prep through the Educational Improvement Tax Credit and Opportunity Scholarship Tax Credit programs. These funds support prep students and families with financial need, affording them the opportunity to receive a prep education. In a nutshell, it costs little to make a huge impact. What an easy way to provide financial aid scholarships at the Prep. Act now before it's too late. Learn more at sjprep.org/EITC.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, shop, have a beer. Christmas shopping shouldn't be hard. Give your friends a Hooters gift card.
This year, stuff their stockings and yours too with a one-size-fits-all gift card. Buy a $25 Hooters gift card and receive a $5 Santa's bonus card. Make it Hooters for the holidays.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, gift cards are here. Good at Hooters everywhere now. Hooters gifts are always favored.
At the Prep, championship athletics meets top-tier academics, robust student life, and unrivaled college prep. St. Joseph's Prep is committed to cura personalis, care for the individual. This respect for the dignity of each person for who they are and the process of developing all aspects of a student ensures that Prep graduates are men for and with others. Learn about education at the Prep at sjprep.org.
News, opinion, passion. Listen online at 990theanswer.com. This is Philadelphia's AM 990, The Answer.
You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
And welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to beautiful Chapman Field on the campus of Cumberland Valley High School in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. We are about 3 minutes away from the kickoff of the second half here in this PIAA 6A state title game. The Hawks currently leading the North Allegheny Tigers by a score of 37-10, Gavin. And early on in that first half, it was the Samaj Jones rushing show.
Definitely, Harry. I mean, Samaj Jones getting started off early with back-to-back rushing touchdowns, putting the Prep up 14-0. And then, of course, the Isaiah West touchdown, putting the Prep up 20-0. Skylar Schroeder field goal 24. And right there, the Prep's just soaring high. You know, you're up 24-0. But then the Tigers respond with a touchdown of their own. That's Kushner into the end zone. But clapping right back is St. Joe's with another Samaj Jones, his hat trick of the night, throwing it to Brandon Raymond, 30-7.
It's been basically a flawless game from Samaj Jones today. I mean, stats-wise, he is 11 for 14 for 191 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 more on the ground. I mean, quite the way to go out if you're Samaj Jones.
Yeah, I mean, they, like we said, you know, they start off early. They go up 24. They kind of get set back a little bit. The Tigers score a touchdown of their own, but then from there, it's just been the Hawks all over again. I mean, now up 37-10. Samaj Jones, the leader of this offense so far. Of course, the Tigers do receive the second half kickoff, but the offense is really looking good right now, Harry, and the defense is looking amazing as well.
Absolutely. Defensively for the Hawks, it's been the usual suspects in terms of the tackles. Shaka, Cam Smith, Ryan McDonald, Nick McGlynn, all with 3 tackles so far. Of course, Shaka has the biggest play of the game, though. That diving interception across the middle of the field there. Just what a heads-up play from Shaka. Keep his eyes on the ball there and land within his hands.
Yeah, just like we said, looking like a center fielder, diving out, laying out for that catch, comes up with it, and a big play there by the junior.
Absolutely, Gavin, but also can't forget to mention really the underrated star of the defense tonight, Ryan McDonald. Again, as we mentioned in the open, 3 total tackles, 2 pass breakups, and that one he had in the end zone was insane.
Harry, that I couldn't even put it into words. I mean, just diving across like a superhero, and he was a superhero in the moment, just batting that one down, preventing a touchdown from happening. A great job there by the kid.
Both teams outstretching here for the second half. We're going to take a break before the kickoff. Your Hawks leading 37-10, live on 990 AM, Philadelphia AM 990 The Answer.
Since 1851, St. Joseph's Preparatory School has been Philadelphia's Jesuit high school. Jesuit education develops your mind, heart, soul, and character. Connect with the Global Jesuit Network at the Prep's North Philadelphia campus and develop the ties of brotherhood that will last you a lifetime. At the Prep, you will be loved for the person you are and guided to become the man you were created to be. Learn more at sjprep.org.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, shop, have a beer. Christmas shopping shouldn't be hard. Give your friends a Hooters gift card.
This year, stuff their stockings and yours too with a one-size-fits-all gift card. Buy a $25 Hooters gift card and receive a $5 Santa's bonus card. Make it Hooters for the holidays.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, gift cards are here. Good at Hooters everywhere now. Hooters gifts are always favored.
An education at St. Joseph's Prep is not limited to the classroom. All students benefit from retreats and liturgies, academic technology and training, and a robust co-curricular roster in which over 85% of students participate. Everything you love about the Prep is supported by the Prep Fund. The Prep Fund serves every part of our mission, including Prep football and our WSJP Student Broadcasting Club, which has brought every football game to you this season. Visit sjprep.org/support to donate.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
as long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
News, opinion, and passion. Philadelphia's AM 980. The Answer.
You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
Both teams are back out here on the campus of Cumberland Valley High School and on Chapman Field. Hawks lead the North Allegheny Tigers 37-10 at the half as of right now, Gavin. And looking ahead into this second half, what does North Allegheny have to do to get back into this game?
North Allegheny just has to do what we've kind of said throughout the whole first half, just put some type of points up on the board in any way that you can get them. They've struggled. They struggled early on. We saw the touchdown, the field goal, of course. That puts them at 10. But a touchdown in this opening drive off this kickoff would be huge for the Tigers.
That could swing the momentum for them. And I know we've talked about it a few times already. Oh, is this going to be the play that swings the momentum? And every time the Prep has had an answer. So we'll see if that remains the case as we go into the second half.
Yep.
For the Hawks, though, 24 minutes away from closing the job, from closing the door and finishing this season off exactly how you planned on. What do they have to do to get there?
24 minutes away from closing the job and 24 minutes away from a lot of these guys' last high school football game. So the Hawks are just going to leave this all out on the field. You know, they've made it this far. They're up 27. They have the advantage. They've been playing amazing so far. So if they just keep up this good work on the defensive and offensive side of the ball, Harry, they'll be golden and walk out of Cumberland Valley with another state title.
Boyd and Lyon back to return here for North Allegheny. A big return would go a long way for these guys. Shoulder to kick it off. High end over end. He's not even going to, or it's going to be caught at the 1 yard line. Kyron Boyd tried to streak out to the outside. He's going to be downed at about the 22 yard line by the Hawks special team. And that's going to be 1st and 10 from the 21 for Logan Kushner and the offense. And Gavin, a big piece missing on this offense. Tyre Alualu went out with an injury in the first half. We haven't seen him since. Be interesting to see if he's out here as part of this second half.
As soon as you say that, Harry, he trots back out there with the offense. So great to see him back out there, a key piece for this Tigers offense.
We'll see how much usage he gets. He went down with some kind of a leg injury. And Logan Kushner hands it off to Tyre Alualu. He looked fine there, Gavin. I don't know what happened in the first half that forced him off, but he looked A-okay there.
He looked more than fine, Harry. I mean, he gets to the outside, stiff arms one guy, almost plows through another prep defender, gets brought down after.
Flag on the play, though. We'll have to see what this is. So false start against North Allegheny. Gavin, that was odd because they let the play happen.
Yeah.
They didn't blow it dead like you normally do on a false start.
Yeah.
But in any event, it's going to be 1st and 15 now on the 17 for the Tigers. And, Gavin, this was something that killed them in the first half, these false start penalties.
Killed both teams, you know, and it's just can't happen. They can't afford them, especially right now. I know they've said that a lot, but it's very true, especially down 27. So bringing back such a great play by Alulu just really, really hurts if you're North Allegheny.
Absolutely. It's a Logan Kushner keeper. He is able to find a hole on the outside. He's going to get back across the line of scrimmage, down to about the 27. So a gain of 10. Gain of 10, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 4 on the 28, excuse me. So a gain of 11 yards there for Logan Kushner. And, Gavin, they need to do more of that if they want to get back in this game. Just more Logan Kushner.
Yeah, and he's looked great so far. I mean, almost 60 yards on the night. Already has a touchdown on the ground. And in the air, it hasn't looked too great. Hasn't really looked like himself, but that's also partly due to the pressure that this front seven brings for the Hawks.
It's an end around to Kyron Boyd. Some trickery. Boyd has got space on this sideline here, and he's got 2 blockers, and he's just going to hop out of bounds past the 45-yard line to about the 47-yard line of St. Joseph's Prep. And Gavin, that's the speed of Kyron Boyd. He's known as a kick and a punt returner. Also got some tricks up his sleeve as an end around.
Definitely, Harry. I mean, he's all-state defensive team, 3-time all-conference. I mean, Harry, this kid's legit. Not only on the defensive side of the ball, but also on the offensive side of the ball because he uses his speed, he uses his quickness to get out open into space and make big plays like that one right there.
1st and 10. It's a flea flicker. And Logan Kushner, it didn't work. They're going to try it again. And a flag laid on the play. Emilio Agard on Kyron Boyd, excuse me. Don't know why his name escaped my mouth there for a second. We were just talking about him. There's going to be a pass interference on Agard, I think, on the double move flea flicker, failed flea flicker. I don't even know what to call it. I mean, I almost wouldn't even call it a fail. You get yardage out of it, you know, but the play doesn't end up happening. A really late flag there, though, by the official. Look, I got to be honest with you, Gavin. To me, it looked pretty obvious. It looked like Agard just tackled him. I don't know what the sideline official there was waiting for, but in any event, it's a gain of 15 on the flag. It's the 11th penalty of the night against the Hawks. Kushner to throw again. Aiming for Donaldson, bounces off Donaldson to Lyon. Not intentional, but again, as you said in the open to this half, you'll take it.
And right now, you just need anything at all, and that's exactly sums up what the Tigers need. They just need yardage. They need points on the board. A great heads-up play there. And bringing up first down.
A little bit of a knock-on header from soccer there by Jimmy Donaldson with his helmet. In any event, first down, Logan Kushner to throw again, and he completely airmailed Lyon that time. Just not even close, straight over his head. Gavin, we've said he's had some trouble hitting the sideline tonight. Saw it again there.
He's really just had a good amount of trouble tonight as alone in the pocket. 8 for 20 so far throughout
Almost
this
like
state
he's more
championship
comfortable
game.
on the run.
He is, and that's why he's kind of been drawn towards escaping, getting outside, making guys miss, gaining yardage through that way. But through the air, it's not really clicking right now for Kushner.
And he's going to run again, and that time he's going to lose a yard. Sean McNulty and Alex Haskell were both in the backfield that time. A nice work from the prep front seven, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 11 now for the Tigers. And, Gavin, that's the kind of play the Hawks needed just to settle down this drive.
Harry, and it seems like every single time the Tigers just kind of march closer and closer or even into the prep red zone, the defense just stands its ground, stands tall, and they're doing it right now, bringing up 3rd and long.
3rd and 11 now. So Lyon is the sole man in the backfield with Kushner. Donald Seller in as a tight end. Kushner to throw. He's under pressure. He's got Alex Haskell bearing down on him. And Shamir Johnson had maybe the easiest interception of his high school career. Sat in his lap, and it just escapes his grasp. And potentially 3 points gained by the Tigers, though it looks like Coach Art Walker Jr. is going to keep that offense out there, going aggressive to start the second half.
Just a huge overthrow there once again by Kushner. Not really sure what's happening with him right now, but that one almost should have ended up in Shamir Johnson's hands.
Shamir Johnson had some room to turn, too, and let go with that.
Oh, yeah. He definitely had room in front of him.
Logan Kushner got bailed out there by Shamir Johnson's drop. But in any event, 4th and 11. Kushner and the offense still out there. They're going for this. Kushner back to throw again. He's got a Lulu in the flat. He couldn't see him in time. He's going to airmail it out towards Donald Sellers. Incomplete. And, Gavin, that's a big stand from the Hawks there as the offense is going to take over on their own 23-yard line. Just great downfield coverage. No one open for Logan Kushner.
Great downfield coverage and a great pressure there by the stud transfer linebacker. That's Cameron Smith in the backfield, just giving Kushner no room to go forward and just using his speed to force him towards the sideline where he's most uncomfortable.
37-10, the Hawks leading after that turnover on downs with 9:18 to go in the third quarter. Samaj Jones in the offense again ready to take over. Jones alone, accompanied by Isaiah West in his backfield. His 3 senior receivers to his right. Set we see a lot. Washington in motion, another thing we see a lot. So fake end around to Washington. Samaj Jones runs into Evan Lyon, unable to knock him over that time. It's going to be a gain of 8. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2 it's going to be a first down, It's going to be a gain of 10. Samaj was able to get a little further on that than I initially thought.
Jones just getting it started on the ground early, establishing himself, early in this second half. Great to see out of the quarterback.
Same set for Samaj. Same 3 receivers, same running back in the backfield. He's ready for the snap. He's got it. He fakes the handoff to West. Quick completion to the flat to David Washington. David Washington's going to have about a first down.
Couldn't bring him down there for a second.
Flag is back on the play, though. I think they're going to get Riemann on a hold. I believe they're going to get Riemann on a hold on the block. Riemann does not agree with it. He thinks it was a clean block. It is a hold against Brandon Riemann. And it's going to be 1st and 18 from the spot of the foul.
Just again, a great heads up, making something out of nothing play there by Washington, refusing to go down as he inched towards the first down, brought back once again by a penalty.
Yeah, but, if you're Coach Roken, I feel like you take that penalty because that's how you want your offensive players to block. You want them to be physical. McConnell is checked in here. It's a handoff to Isaiah West, who didn't have a lot of space to go, still doesn't have a lot of space to go. He's stopped right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1. Going to bring up 2nd and 17 for the Hawks, and Gavin, he's only had 2 touches today, and 1 went for 22 yards, so not what we've come to expect out of Isaiah West there.
Yeah, I mean, the Prep not really looking towards their running backs a lot this game. A lot of read options, kind of giving Samaj Jones the choice, hey, am I going to hand this one off or am I going to take it myself? And a lot of times Jones has chosen to take it himself, and it's working. So Coach Roken kind of giving him that ability to make his own decisions out there.
Running that RPO offense that a lot of the pro teams use with their athletic quarterbacks. Samaj Jones ready again. Ramir Hardy has checked in for Brandon Riemann. Otherwise, personnel's the same. It's a fake handoff. It's a completion over the middle to Elijah Jones. And Kyron Boyd, lucky he was able to catch up there because Elijah Jones had a lot of space over the middle. And Kyron Boyd is down again, Gavin. We saw him go down earlier in the game, and he appears to have re-aggravated that injury. Just not what you want to see if you're a Tigers fan or a football fan. Again, Kyron Boyd, a great player. We are going to take a break for his injury timeout. Your Hawks are leading 37-10 with 7:31 left in the third quarter. You're listening to Philadelphia AM 990 The Answer.
It's not too late to support prep students with your PA state taxes. Businesses and individuals can redirect their state tax dollars to St. Joseph's Prep through the Educational Improvement Tax Credit and Opportunity Scholarship Tax Credit programs. These funds support prep students and families with financial need, affording them the opportunity to receive a prep education. In a nutshell, it costs little to make a huge impact. What an easy way to provide financial aid scholarships at the Prep. Act now before it's too late. Learn more at sjprep.org/EITC.
Philadelphia's AM 990, The Answer. WNTP, Philadelphia. Download our free mobile app and listen online at 990theanswer.com.
You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
Samaj Jones takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's just going to scramble out of the pocket here. Samaj Jones has got room to run. He absolutely plows through James Donaldson on the sideline there as he goes out of bounds. What a welcome back to the 6A state title game live from Cumberland Valley High School, where your Hawks are driving up 27. And Gavin, Samaj Jones has run like a man tonight, and he did it again there.
Jones just kind of looking downfield, seeing if he has a guy open, looking end zone almost on that play. Sees no one and figures, why not run the ball? It's worked all night, so he takes that one and just plows through James Donaldson on the sideline.
Samaj Jones' throw a little too close to Boyd there for comfort. However, Elijah Jones is able to reel it in at right about the 20, maybe the 19. They were going to say the 19. It's going to be 2nd and 2 for the Hawks after that gain of 8. And, Gavin, ever since that big completion down the sideline, Elijah Jones really starting to get involved here for the Hawks.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it seemed like it was all Brandon Raymond in that first quarter. They're just going to Raymond. But now they've kind of mixed in Elijah Jones and also David Washington on a few plays.
Samaj Jones keeps it himself. He wants that third rushing touchdown. He's going to come up about 3 yards short that time, or 4 yards short that time. It's another gain of 15 for Samaj Jones. His big day on the ground continues. Gavin, it really, truly has been Samaj Jones' show tonight.
Yeah, Harry, definitely. And on both aspects. On both aspects of that dual threatness. 14 for 17 in the air, 110 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and a passing touchdown. So Samaj Jones really making the most out of his last high school football game.
Samaj Jones is going to keep it again, and he is going to have his hack trick of rushing touchdowns. This is what you could tell he was itching for it with the way he was running on that drive, and he's got it now, Gavin, and what a way for him to cap off his high school career. Another 4-yard rushing touchdown to bring his total on the day to 114 on the ground and 232 through the air.
Yeah, they're just looking great right now. They're going to stay out there, try to go for 2, hopefully get this lead up to 35, which, as most people know, at home in high school football, the clock does run at 45. 35,
a 35-point lead will cause the clock to run here. So Coach Roken has an early date tomorrow in the city, I guess, because he wants to get out of here.
And I don't blame him. It's really, really cold down there.
It is cold
sideline.
up here in Mechanicsburg. It's a beautiful night for football, though. This is football weather up here. Samaj Jones ready on the two-point conversion. He's got Kasim Phillips in the backfield. It's a fake handoff, and Samaj Jones is going to look to the opposite side for Elijah Jones. And
boom.
That's just a great job from Samaj Jones to let the play develop. Kasim Phillips was covered in the blanket. Instead, he just throws it to Elijah Jones. The refs are conferring about something. There's a flag on the field.
Let's see what this ref calls.
It's an illegal man downfield, so we're going to have to do the two-point conversion over again.
Just so we were praising Samaj Jones. I mean, not taken away from him, but, like, that was a great play there. I mean,
the problem was Samaj backed up so far from the initial line of scrimmage that you kind of just figured he was going to take it and run it at a certain point. So J.P. Schreiber there just wandered a little too far past the line of scrimmage.
Still staying out here, though. I mean, going for two from the 10.
I'm telling you, Coach Roken has something in the city tomorrow morning. Samaj Jones again going to look to throw. He's got no one. He's going to throw it over the middle to Elijah Jones. Oh, Jones.
He caught it.
Has it for the two-point conversion.
What a catch.
That's just athleticism and balance and focus from Elijah Jones. Elijah Jones starting to take over here. He's got an 80-yard touchdown, a two-point conversion, 119 yards receiving. Bearcat fans have a lot to be happy about with this future Cincinnati duo. They have helped extend this lead to 35 here at Chapman Field. You are listening to St. Joe's Prep Football on Philadelphia AM Radio 990 The Answer.
At the Prep, championship athletics meets top-tier academics, robust student life, and unrivaled college prep. St. Joseph's Prep is committed to cura personalis, care for the individual. This respect for the dignity of each person for who they are and the process of developing all aspects of a student ensures that prep graduates are men for and with others. Learn about education at the Prep at sjprep.org.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, shop, have a beer. Christmas shopping shouldn't be hard. Give your friends a Hooters gift card.
This year, stuff their stockings and yours too with a one-size-fits-all gift card. Buy a $25 Hooters gift card and receive a $5 Santa's bonus card. Make it Hooters for the holidays.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, gift cards are here. Good at Hooters everywhere now. Hooters gifts are always favored.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
as long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
We are back here from Chapman Field as Skylar Shoulder sends his kickoff into the end zone. No opportunity for Kyron Boyd to run that one out. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for the 20 for Logan Kushner and this Tigers offense. Gavin, down 35 points in the third quarter. The comeback looks near impossible for Coach Walker Jr. and his men.
Yeah, Harry, I mean, you're down 35. You really haven't been having any offense since the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter. So right now, just like we said, put points up on the board, stop the clock, and then work your way from there. You need to focus on stopping this clock because this running clock will really, really hurt you later in the game.
Alualu wrapped up by his shoulder well behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 5 yards there. What a play from that prep front seven. Got in on Tyree Alualu early. Backed him up 5 yards, and Gavin, just been a rough night for Tyree.
That's exactly the opposite of what you need if you're a Tiger fan. Getting it started off with Alualu, you see that promising, hey, maybe he can break one for a couple yards, but just absolutely mobbed by a sea of black in the backfield. Great job there by the prep front seven.
So 2nd and 14 now, a loss of 4 back to the 16-yard line. Andrew Jangula is checked into the game for A-guard. Logan Kushner looking to throw. He's looking out towards the sideline towards Boyd. That's been his trouble area all night. Incomplete again. It's going to bring up 3rd and 14. Gavin, just not Logan Kushner's night, throwing 8 for 23 with an interception, but this is what this front seven does to you.
Definitely. I mean, and like we said, they're forcing him to where he's uncomfortable. They're forcing him to make those plays towards the sideline, rolling out of the pocket towards the sideline, just funneling him that way so that it just makes his job so much harder.
So it's 3rd and 14 as we tick closer to 4 minutes to go in the third. Logan Kushner's got his 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He's going to look to throw again. He's got nowhere to go. He's just looking like he was going to scramble there, and then he's going to dump it off to Boyd, and Boyd's just going to drop it. And Gavin, that just about sums up the passing game tonight for North Allegheny. This offense just unable to get anything going, even when the play is there. Just unable to capitalize.
Yeah, I mean, that's not Kushner's fault, obviously. Boyd, just dropping a pass where he's wide open. I mean, he had room to turn, possibly could have fought towards that 4th and 2 where you can kind of consider going for it, but now with 4th and about 15, you got to punt this one away.
Van Winkle to punt. Ramir Hardy wanted another punt block to cap off this incredible season. He's not going to get it. David Washington's going to end it around at the Tigers' 45. He's going to go down at the Tigers' 41. A gain of about 8 on the return, and that's going to set up Samaj Jones in this offense with great field position to potentially expand on this already massive lead.
Yeah, Harry, right now, if you're the Prep, just foot on the gas. You know, they've done a great job all season doing this. They can continue to do this right now. You have about 3 minutes left in this third quarter with that running clock, so get in before the end of the fourth quarter, going up 42. Looking good for the Prep.
Samaj Jones joined by Kasim Phillips in the backfield. Jones and Washington, the receivers. It's a handoff to Kasim Phillips. Phillips able to get 3 on the carry. Going to bring up 2nd and 7. Not a lot of Kasim Phillips tonight in the running game, but still a very important part of this team is Kasim. Just the 1 carry before that.
Yeah, but, I mean, Harry, really looking at the stat sheet, nobody's really been involved too much in this running game besides the man himself, Samaj Jones. So, good to see Caddy Phillips get those carries in as he is a senior. He is playing his last high school football game tonight.
Caddy Phillips off to the University of Towson next season. He's going to be a Tiger. And he's going to get another carry here. He's going to get out to around the 35. It's going to be a gain of 2 for Kasim. Going to take him up to 7 for the game, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Hawks on the Tigers' 35-yard line. Again, this is a little far for Skylar Shoulder's range. Ideally, you want to get the first down here.
Definitely, but I mean, if you don't, why not throw Skylar Shoulder out here? Give him a chance at this larger field goal. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Kasim Phillips still in the backfield. It's the same set as this whole drive so far. Samaj Jones going to keep himself up the middle, and he's trying to push forward for the first down. He's going to get 2 yards out of that, what should have been a loss. Going to bring up 4th and 3, and Skylar Shoulder is coming out. He looks like he's going to attempt the field goal from here.
Skylar Shoulder, I mean, he's a different type of high school kicker.
So he's going to be kicking from, this is a 51-yard attempt for Skylar Shoulder. We've always known him to have a big leg. This would be his longest of his high school career if he hits it. 52-yard kick for Skylar Shoulder. On this near sideline, this near hash is where he's kicking from. The hold is not a good one, and it's low. It was tipped. Skylar Shoulder is knocked. Going to cap off his high school career with a 52-yard field goal. Going to be his 2nd missed kick of the game, but not really his fault there. Not a great snap to Elijah Jones.
Yeah, just kind of bad execution there. Not a great snap, not a great hold. Line drive kick outside the back of the end zone. And here comes the Tigers offense, Harry, with another opportunity to hopefully put some points up on the board. We've said it a lot.
at this point for the Tigers, a lot of this is pride now. This is going out on top. This is going out feeling good about yourself. Kushner ready. 1st and 10. He's got Alualu in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He's got Kyle Langdon in motion. To hand off to Tyre Alualu to the left, where he says hello to Anthony Saka and Nick McGlynn. Stopped right at the line. Gain of 1 or nothing for the senior running back for these Tigers. As we mentioned in the open, their best player really in terms of college recruitment got major offer from Oregon. 2nd and 9 here as we tick under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. Hawks up 35 here. Kushner ready again. He takes the snap. He's going to look. He's looking deep on Drangula's side, and some good coverage there by Drangula just to force Evan Lyon out of bounds there. Again, an overthrow on the sideline. This has been the area all night. He's not been able to hit those completions outside the numbers.
An overthrow combined with great coverage there by Andrew Drangula is just a recipe for disaster if you're a Tiger fan right there on that play.
And I don't think they're going to take another snap before this quarter ends. No, they are just walking off the field towards Coach Art Walker Jr. here. Your Hawks are 12 minutes away from back-to-back state titles, and they're 8th in the last 10 years. We're going to take a break here on Philadelphia AM 990 The Answer.
Since 1851, St. Joseph's Preparatory School has been Philadelphia's Jesuit high school. Jesuit education develops your mind, heart, soul, and character. Connect with the Global Jesuit Network at the Prep's North Philadelphia campus and develop the ties of brotherhood that will last you a lifetime. At the Prep, you will be loved for the person you are and guided to become the man you were created to be. Learn more at sjprep.org.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, shop, have a beer. Christmas shopping shouldn't be hard. Give your friends a Hooters gift card.
This year, stuff their stockings and yours too with a one-size-fits-all gift card. Buy a $25 Hooters gift card and receive a $5 Santa's bonus card. Make it Hooters for the holidays.
Eat chicken wings, buy Hooters things. Christmas is near, gift cards are here. Good at Hooters everywhere now. Hooters gifts are always favored.
News, opinion, passion. Philadelphia's AM 990. The Answer.
You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
12 minutes stands between the Hawks and state championship glory for the 8th time in the past 10 years. They lead North Allegheny 45-10 here. 3rd and down on the North Allegheny 21. Gavin, if the fight back is going to happen, it's going to have to be now for Logan Kushner and the Tigers. And it's an end around for Evan Lyon. It's a lateral throw back to Logan Kushner. The playbook is open, and Logan Kushner's got room to run down the sideline. He's to the 50. He's to the 40 before he trots out of bounds inside the Prep 40. Gavin, they're not ready to lay down yet, the Tigers.
They're not done yet, Harry. And off that play, the end around the Lion, you kind of almost felt like that was a blow-up. I mean, the D-line just pressuring Lyon, about to get to him. And then a pretty decent throw there by the wide receiver over to his quarterback, Kushner. And Kushner using the legs that we've seen him use all night, this time as a receiver, to gain about 30.
So it's 1st and 10 now from the 45. We tick towards 11 minutes to go in this game, of course. Logan Kushner ready. He's got Alualu in the backfield with him. Or, excuse me, it's not Alualu, it's Liam Flaherty. And Liam Flaherty's going to get out near the first down marker. It's going to be a gain of about 9 down at the 30, or a gain of 8 down at the 37 here. 2nd and 2 for the Tigers, starting to get some momentum on this drive, Gavin.
That's what it's all about right now, Harry, that momentum. You just need to string together a couple of big plays, a couple of first downs, and just like that, you're in the end zone. The clock stops, and you just got to work from there. Time running out, of course, but nothing's impossible, Harry. 2nd
and 2. Flaherty to, Kushner to throw. It's complete to Boyd. Boyd's able to break out of the tackle of Andrew Drangula. He wanted a little more, and he thought better of it with 3 Hawks surrounding him. He goes out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. It is another first down. It's a gain of 14. And the Tigers deep inside Prep territory here. This has been the area they've struggled, Gavin. They've gotten down here a couple times and not converted into touchdowns. They need one here.
Definitely need one now.
Kushner, 1st and 10 from the 22. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Liam Flaherty. Liam Flaherty cuts up the middle. Liam Flaherty going to go down inside the 15-yard line to about the 14. Or he's going to go down at about the 15, so it's a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 for the Tigers. Less than 10 minutes to go here. Kushner really needs to find the end zone quickly if they want a chance at this fight back. Kushner ready. He takes the snap. He hands it off to Liam Flaherty. Flaherty stuffed that time. Not going to be able to get to the first down marker. In fact, he's going to get nothing on the play. And it's going to be 3rd and 2. It's got to be now for Logan Kushner, Gavin.
It's got to be now for Logan Kushner, and it has to be now for the Prep defense. Prep defense with a stop here bringing up 4th and short. I mean, with that momentum of stopping them after so many big plays, I feel like the momentum's kind of on their side. But like you said, Kushner needs to find the end zone as time does run out.
3rd and 2. Kushner complete to Boyd. He's able to fight past Andrew Drangula. Unable to shake off Tom Cerruti. He's down at the 5-yard line as we are under 9 minutes to play here. It is going to be 1st and goal on the 5. The last time they got down there, they went straight to Logan Kushner's legs, and he pushed it in. Surely it's got to be the same philosophy if you're Coach Art Walker Jr.
I don't know. I mean, right now, Harry, Kushner's looking pretty good through the air.
1st and goal from the 5. It has to be now. Kyle Langdon in motion. Kushner's going to take it right behind Langdon.
Oh.
And Kushner nearly got there. Going to be about, I'll say, a quarter of a yard short. He's inside the 1. And, you know, it's not the Philadelphia team, but maybe time for a tush push on Logan Kushner.
You're right there, Harry. You're knocking on the door. He was practically in the end zone before being absolutely shoved out there. Not sure who that was on the Prep defense. Maybe Anthony Sacca. Not 100% sure. But once again, just you're right there. You just need to punch this one in.
2nd and goal from the 1. I would think Kushner's just going to take this himself. It's an end around to Daniel Sellers. The senior tight end D lineman is going to get into the end zone in what is presumably his final high school football game of his career. It's the first touchdown for Daniel Sellers this season. And hold your horses. 45-16 here. A lot of things still need to go right for the Tigers, but the road to the fight back has become a little bit easier.
Yeah, Harry, I mean, you said it. A lot of things do need to be done. Of course, there's always that chance, right, as they line up to go for 2. But, I mean, you're still down 31.
And it's another end around to Sellers. He gives it back to Kyle Langdon. Not sure who the second man on that end around was. In any event, he's going to be stopped short. So the Hawks are going to lead by 29 here with 7:40 to go in the game. The hands team is out for this onside kick. And we are going to take a break here with 7:40 to go in the 4th. Your Hawks leading by 29, just 7 minutes away from a state championship, live on Philadelphia AM 990 The Answer.
An education at St. Joseph's Prep is not limited to the classroom. All students benefit from retreats and liturgies, academic technology and training, and a robust co-curricular roster in which over 85% of students participate. Everything you love about the Prep is supported by the Prep Fund. The Prep Fund serves every part of our mission, including Prep football and our WSJP Student Broadcasting Club, which has brought every football game to you this season. Visit sjprep.org/support to donate.
News, opinion, passion, and home of Philadelphia's Morning Answer with Chris DeGaulle. Weekdays 6 to 9. This is Philadelphia's AM 990. The Answer.
You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
We are back here at Chapman Field. The Hawks leading the Tigers 45-16 after that Logan Kushner Yeah, Logan Kushner or Daniel Sellers rushing touchdown. It's an onside kick, or it was looking like an onside kick. Instead, it's going to be booted out the back of the end zone. I don't think that's what Van Winkle wanted there. I think Van Winkle wanted to down that deep inside Prep territory.
Yeah.
Instead, though, out the back of the end zone. And Samaj Jones in the offense again going to take over at the 20. 7:40 to go in the game, Gavin. If you're the Hawks now, surely it's the ground attack just trying to run this out.
Definitely. We saw it last drive. You kind of ground attack. You kind of use the ground to your advantage until that third down scenario, those 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7s, even 3rd and longs. And then you kind of let Samaj Jones make his decision on whenever he's going to take it. He's going to take it or he's going to find one of his receivers through the air.
The trumpets are out here at Chapman Field. Hawks up 29. Samaj Jones accompanied in the backfield by Sanchez and McConnell. He's going to hand it off to Sanchez, who fumbles. Recovered by Shane Toolin. A heads-up play there. Recovered by his fullback, Gavin McConnell. But Gavin, not the start to the drive the Hawks needed there.
Definitely not. I mean, I didn't even think of that as a possibility as Sanchez gets that handoff from Samaj. Luckily, heads-up play there by Gavin McConnell, diving on that ball, because that could have been bad news right there for the Hawks.
So it's 2nd and 22 here. Jack O'Connor is checked into the game here for Samaj Jones. Samaj getting a well-deserved send-off. He's played a heck of a game tonight to end his high school career. Jack O'Connor is in. Same personnel otherwise. It's another handoff to Sanchez, an instant chance at redemption. He's not really going to get anywhere, though. He's going to lose yards on that play. Hawks really backed up here already now. And Todd Deitches is going to check in now. It's another loss. It's 3rd and 23 now on the 7. Time to let Jack O'Connor fly.
Time to let Jack O'Connor fly, Harry. I mean, didn't really expect this coming into the state championship game to see the backup quarterback check in, but we've seen Jack O'Connor in some big moments, especially that start that he got actually against Nazareth, where he had a couple big throws on that first drive, which ended up in a touchdown.
It's a handoff to Todd Deitches. Deitches able to just gain some yards back there, out to the 15 to gain of 8, so that's going to bring up 4th and 15. And Skylar Shoulder is going to come out to punt for the first time today. He's going to punt from deep inside his territory here. He's standing on about the 2. And Boyd, and Lyon back there to return this punt. Boyd, a huge threat on this punt return, Gavin. He's returned a couple already for touchdowns for these Tigers. Shoulders punt is up. It's going right at Boyd, who is going to fair catch it at the 48-yard line of the Tigers with 5:29 to go in the 4th quarter. A nothing drive there for the Hawks, a 3 and out. We'll be right back live on Philadelphia AM 990 The Answer.
It's not too late to support prep students with your PA state taxes. Businesses and individuals can redirect their state tax dollars to St. Joseph's Prep through the Educational Improvement Tax Credit and Opportunity Scholarship Tax Credit programs. These funds support prep students and families with financial need, affording them the opportunity to receive a prep education. In a nutshell, it costs little to make a huge impact. What an easy way to provide financial aid scholarships at the Prep. Act now before it's too late. Learn more at sjprep.org/EITC.
I get scared sometimes.
Of a lot of things.
Joining in.
Decisions.
The dark.
The dark.
But I once heard someone say,
But as I always say,
it's okay to be afraid.
as long as you face the fear.
And keep moving forward.
Wherever you are in life, count on the name trusted in insurance for over 80 years. Independence Blue Cross.
Don't miss a single word. Stream us live online at 990theanswer.com.
You're listening to
AM
high school
990,
championship
The Answer.
football. You're listening to high school championship football across the Jacob Sports Network.
And Logan Kushner airs it out to Boyd. And Boyd is in the end zone here for the Tigers. What a way to come back from break, Gavin. That was a 52-yard bomb to Kyron Boyd. And Gavin, what was a 35-point game about 3 minutes ago is now a 23-point game The Tigers mounting the fight back here, and they're just gonna take their one. It's gonna be Notaro out to kick, or excuse me, Van Winkle out to kick, not Notaro. Van Winkle's kick is up and good, and Gavin, a 22-point lead here for the Hawks. You know, we just saw Coach Roken take Samaj Jones out of the game. He may be forced to put him back in, just to kind of see this one out.
Yeah, definitely. And just looking back on that play, Drangula just gets burnt, quite frankly, by Kyron Boyd. And Boyd using that speed, a great catch, kind of a little bit of an underthrow there by Kushner, but not to take away from a great throw where he's kind of been struggling through the air all night. But breaking tackles off the underthrow is Boyd and into the end zone for a touchdown. But Harry, you're definitely right. I mean, now looking for this possible onside kick, too, by the Tigers. I mean, you want Samaj Jones to kind of get in there and put some points up on the board to settle this momentum down.
The Hawks still look loose out there. They're not sweating yet, but
No.
it's almost that time.
Yeah.
Assuming that somehow Van Winkle and his guys recover this onside kick, it might be time to start sweating if you're the Hawks. For now, though, 5:17 to go in the game. Hawks still up 22. Not been a good fourth quarter, though, for the Hawks. Just not how you wanted this game to end. Van Winkle is going to squib it, and it's caught by Elijah Turner, and he's just going to take a knee at the 13-yard line, and probably a good decision there from Elijah Turner. Just take no unnecessary risk right now. You're just trying to get out of here with the win. He kneeled down at the 14.
And, Harry, you mentioned it, that they're not really having a great fourth quarter, not a way to end the state championship game off, and you're exactly right. But, I mean, so far they're scoreless in this fourth quarter, and on the opposite side, the Tigers have scored 2 touchdowns.
Absolutely. Just not what Coach Roken would have wanted to end the season here. This kind of sloppiness that plagued them early in the year. They're still up 22, though. They did the hard work early and built themselves a cushion. It's a handoff from Jack O'Connor to Taj Deiches. Deiches being pushed forward. He gains maybe 1 or 2. You're actually going to give him 3 out to the 17. Going to be 2nd and 7. And Gavin, if you're North Allegheny, you got to try and get the ball back here. You got to try and force a turnover. They really missed their opportunity on that Eric Sanchez fumble earlier in the game, in the quarter.
I'm not really too sure what they're thinking, not onside kicking a couple of those balls. I mean, you need, like we said, time is running out. Time is of the essence. You're down
And
21.
Even not on the running clock, this is still almost under 4 minutes already.
Yeah.
It's another handoff to Taj Deiches. He's gonna lose a yard if anything there. You gotta wonder when Art Walker Jr. is gonna start using these timeouts to try and give his guys a chance. It's gonna be, and Joseph Lindsay is checked into the game here for the Hawks. So no sign that the starters are coming back out. Just trying to see this out. 3rd and 7 for the Hawks. We are under 4 minutes to go in this game.
Hawks just taking their time, wasting as much as they possibly can, because as we both know, as the fans listening at home know, the clock is their friend.
The clock is their biggest ally at this point. It's another handoff to Deiches. Deiches may have the all-important first down here, and he does.
That's big.
That's what you can't have afforded if you're Art Walker Jr., but a flag on the play. Everyone hold off just a second. I think this is going to come back for a hold. I'm almost certain this is going to come back for a hold because this is what our officials have been calling the whole game. There's actually a penalty against the defense.
There we go. Don't take that carry away from Taj Deiches. That was a quality carry there, just making some key cuts, getting out in space, and securing a much-needed first down.
It was a big first down for the Hawks. They were pinned in their own territory. They were going to give Kushner the ball back with some pretty good field position. Now, though, you would think they can start to just see this one out, and the Prep fans down below us can sense it. They're having some fun now. As we approach 3 minutes to go in this game. It's another handoff to Eric Sanchez. Eric Sanchez, they will cup this outside. Eric Sanchez got room to work. He's going to get the first down out to the Tigers' 49-yard line. Crucially, I believe he was able to stay in bounds. He was.
Yep.
So the clock is going to continue to run here. We're not going to get another play before the 2:20 mark for the Hawks.
And Harry, it'll be interesting to see what happens to Eric Sanchez kind of after this game. We know he has those 2 offers from St. Francis and Temple, but I mean, in my opinion, he's playing a lot better in this postseason where he kind of deserves more looks. So maybe some more looks come. Probably not, but it'll be interesting to see where he goes to play college football.
It's very interesting, too, because of the transfer portal. So he can go to a St. Francis, absolutely pop off, and then go to a bigger program after that. You know, Eric Sanchez has a world of opportunities now and has earned it through his play this postseason. Sanchez able to stay in bounds again for another gain of 5. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2nd and 4 from the 43 of the Tigers. And we're not going to get another snap before the minute 40 mark. The Hawks definitely can taste this now. They can sense the closing of the door, the finishing of the job. We've got 10 seconds to go on the play clock. And now Jack O'Connor and his guys are ready. O'Connor takes their snap. It's another handoff to Eric Sanchez. He's not really going to be able to get anywhere. He's going to lose a yard or 2 on that play. He's going to lose a yard, so it's going to bring up he's going to lose 2. So it's 3rd and 6 now.
Yep.
You know, as much as you and I both want to see Jack O'Connor throw the ball, I don't think we're going to see it at this point. There's just not enough time left on the clock to justify this.
But, I mean, Harry, just like looking over this game as a whole, overall it's been a very great showing by both teams. I mean, the Prep coming out strong at first, then they kind of slacked off, let the Tigers score a little bit, come back. Just better than ever, just putting the pressure back on. And then the Tigers getting their touchdowns towards the end of the game. So, overall, it's been a pretty nice state championship
Sanchez, he's going to explode up the middle. Eric Sanchez wanted one more touchdown to cap off his high school career. He's not going to get it. Kyron Boyd able to end his hopes and dreams of that at the 13.
So close.
At the 15-yard line of the Tigers. Eric Sanchez, though, with another burst of speed. And surely now the victory formation is going to be out. Surely now the Hawks have done, or not quite victory formation. No, it will be victory formation. I had to look at the play clock for a second. It will be victory formation.
We don't see a lot of guys as fast as Eric Sanchez, but, I mean, we saw Kyron Boyd.
It's going to be a timeout for the Hawks. I think this is to get their guys in. This is to get their players in, and the Hawks can sense it. Ryan Miller's going to check in.
They're going to go for a field goal.
I think Ryan Miller is going to kick. The Prep crowd loves this.
I
want to see Ryan Miller throw it.
Yeah. A fake field goal. Wow.
Ryan Miller, fake field goal, flea flicker, gets his first career high school touchdown. I don't know what's actually happening here. I see Ryan Miller down there. I see Ryan Kyle down there, who struggled for much of this season with injuries.
Yeah, I see a lot of weird, I mean, we see Miller out there, but then we also see a couple
these are a lot of
receivers.
the seniors, I believe, who don't get the credit they probably deserve on this team because of how absolutely loaded this team is.
Yep.
Rob Novotny, Ryan Kyle back there. And this is victory formation with some of the underappreciated seniors. Jack O'Connor, Ryan Miller, Joseph Lindsay, Ryan Kyle. And Jack O'Connor is going to take a knee on the 21-yard line, and that is going to do it. The St. Joe's Prep Hawks have once again captured the 6A state championship for PIAA. They have defeated the North Allegheny Tigers by a score of 45-23. That is 8 in 10 years for the Hawks, the last 2 consecutively. And, Gavin, you can't say they haven't deserved it. They've been dominant this year.
Harry, 100%. I mean, a 12-0, now 12-1, now 13-1 season. Of course, that one loss coming to number 4 ranked in the country, IMG. First game of the season by a score of 17-14. Every other game, though, Harry, has been complete dominance by the Prep, and we see it again here in the state championship game. These guys have worked so hard day in and day out throughout countless months of preparation and training, and it all comes to an end here with a great victory over the Tigers of North Allegheny.
Give some credit to the North Allegheny Tigers. They fought to the end. At 45-10, they could have laid down. They didn't. They put up 13 more in the fourth quarter. A worthy showing by the Tigers, just not quite enough for the state champion, for the now state champion St. Joe's Prep Hawks. And Gavin, recap of the game tonight. It was Samaj Jones' show from the first play, and everyone else was just watching it.
Harry, 100%. Samaj Jones really just kind of took the team into his hands and said, hey, I got this. And we've seen him do it before. I mean, 17 for 14, 230 passing yards, 2 touchdowns in the air. But wait, I'm not done. We have to look at his rushing stats. 115 on the ground, 3 touchdowns, a hat trick, 5 total. An absolute dominant performance by the senior, and a great way to send off his insane high school career as a Hawk.
Samaj Jones, just for some clarity on what a career he's had, he broke the Philadelphia record for touchdowns. And if we include tonight's performance, he's well over 100. He's nearing 110 at this point. He was a 3-year starter. He won 2 state title games. He started in 3. And lost his sophomore year to Mount Lebanon, able to exercise some of those demons against this Pittsburgh team in North Allegheny. An illustrious career for Samaj Jones, one that will not be forgotten shortly. But don't take that away from his weapons either, because Kasim Phillips, Elijah Jones, Brandon Riemann, Eric Sanchez, and David Washington have also been a huge part of his success.
Like we said, Kasim Phillips, Eric Sanchez, Taj Deiches even, those kind of running backs didn't get too involved tonight. You know, we saw a couple break-off runs from Sanchez. Of course, the junior Isaiah West had his touchdown, but the senior running backs, not too much tonight, but boy, have they contributed throughout their career here at St. Joe's. Just real quick shout-out to them, as well as the wide receivers you mentioned with that star-studded wide receiving core. Might be one of the best we've ever seen here at St. Joe's Prep, just as a core. As a whole, I mean, we have Elijah Jones going to play in the Big 12 at Cincinnati. You have David Washington, a 4-star, going to play in the SEC at Kentucky. And then you have Brandon Raymond also going to play in the Big 12, but at the University of West Virginia. 3 great receivers who I'm sure will do amazing things in college.
Gavin, there's serious talks of, the Prep has been dominant these past couple years, but this may be the best team they've had, and they're going to get their flowers now. They are going to receive their state title trophy here, live from Chapman Field.
Kasim Phillips, McKean Steele,
and the captains are going to get the chance to hoist this.
As you are now presented the 2023 PIAA Class 6A Championship Trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Hawks of St. Joseph Prep. Congratulations.
The culture of excellence continues. They've won it again, 8 in 10 years, as we've mentioned. Gavin, this team has truly been something special to watch this season. And that is going to conclude our coverage live from Chapman Field here on the campus of Cumberland Valley High School. Your Hawks are state champions again. They defeat the Tigers 45-23. On behalf of our entire crew here, Alex Arespi and Colin Rao, our statisticians and halftime show, Gavin, my color analyst tonight, our producers, and myself, Harry Kane, signing off live on Philadelphia AM 990, The Answer.